Hold on a second. Alright, I think we're live. Let me quickly get this pulled up. If I'm live. It's not looking... Oh, there we go, alright. Anyways, I'll start the stream in a minute. There. Alright. Let me do two more things and then I will be good to go. And there. Alright, so hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Today I'm going to continue working on the arena revamp, the custom map. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Mindmon, or Amalgarod. I'm sorry, I'm not used to the new name, but welcome to the stream, welcome. So anyway, if you guys haven't seen any of these live streams, basically I'm making a map for Bad Business. Bad Business being a first person... Oops, sorry, I thought I heard something. With Bad Business being a fast-paced FPS on Roblox. You can call me Mindmon, alright. Anyway, Bad Business is a fast-paced FPS game on Roblox, and I am redesigning one of the oldest maps in the game for it, being Arena. So for once, I actually did make some progress off camera. As you can see here, I got the live fire building a bit closer to scale. This is the original one that I was working with. So this is it's not quite one-to-one. I got it almost all the way there. But I think it's close enough for now. So anyway, this stream, my main focus is going to be... Okay, I don't know how to explain. Let me quickly switch over to in-game real quick. Hold up. There, alright. So let me quickly go in-game if this loads. By the way, if you guys join and are confused, sorry. If you guys join and are confused, half the map is like an older version and half the map is a newer version. That is sort of for comparison most of the time, and also because it's just like, I don't always want to have to like flip it back and forth. So the new changes will be on this side. So my main concern for today, what I'm mainly going to try to do is, I'm going to try making this map. Okay, well let me first explain like why this whole thing came up. So after last stream, sometime in the past week, I've been thinking some more about this map and how it's designed, and one of the conversations I had made me realize that it's very similar in a lot of ways to Live Fire. And of course, the building is straight from Live Fire over here, but also just the size. I realized that the size of this map is basically almost one-to-one with Live Fire in terms of like how the dimensions of it. I mean, it's not quite, but it's pretty close. And also just a few other things. Yo, Mindmon, welcome. And so it led me to thinking, basically the reason why. So one of my main concerns in this map is that this map might be too small. Oh, you good? One of my main concerns with this map is that it's too small. That is like the most consistent feedback that I've heard, and I almost agree with it. I did agree with it, but now I'm not so sure. But now thinking, yo, those are the emerald daggers. Yo, that's cool. Basically, I was thinking like the reason that Live Fire. Oh my gosh, what is that? Anyway, I started thinking the reason why Live Fire is so small, or that works for being so small, is because the whole middle area is so like dense, and there are just so many things to do. The middle area can realistically hold like everyone pretty much in the server. However, I compared it to my map, and as you can see in the middle of the map, we have this wall, and this is sort of designed to like, the whole design of this map is to keep as few people in the middle as possible. It's sort of like, I don't know if that makes sense, but basically I started to think through that, and I was wondering if that might be a problem. because if people aren't in the middle of the map, that means they're in either one of the spawn areas. And I don't trust the bad business team balancing enough to prevent spawn camping from happening. So we already have the whole spawn thing back here, where in theory this should be like more defensible against spawn camping. But then I also realize, like, is it a good idea to have the spawn taking place, or sorry, to have the whole map taking place in the spawn area? And so that's where we lead to right now. So right now, today, I'm thinking about making this sort of more walled off, if that makes sense. And that's basically going to be my goal for this stream, is to make the spawn area a bit more, basically like make the middle of the map more everything. I don't know. It'll make more sense when I start doing it. That wasn't too good of an explanation. So let me now switch back over to Roblox Studio and actually start to get work on this. So I believe we have about 100 or so studs in here, a bit over 100 probably. Let me just see how much. Oh, 170. Oh, check, it says 500. Okay, so what I'm thinking of is, I think I'm gonna add like sort of. Okay, so the first idea I had was to sort of make this. Here, I'll just copy from this wall. Was to sort of make this like that one wall in Mayday. Actually, I always take inspiration from Mayday because I really like the map. But anyway, so in Mayday, let's see. Yo, Sam! Oh my gosh, welcome back to the stream. Oh my gosh, how do you start making maps for Ethan? Well, okay, so this isn't like for Ethan. This isn't like, it's not confirmed to put in the game yet. It's just something I'm working on. There's a chance. But Bad Business has the custom map system. I linked the custom map document in the description. And so if you make custom maps that he really likes, then there is a chance there. But that's the only way I know right now. So, but yeah. So right now I'm just gonna move all of these out of the way to get a better idea of what to do here. I'll just move them down. But yo, Sam, it's so good to see you here. The community misses you so much. But yeah, so I guess I'll keep this. I'll just see where things go from here. My original like vision for this map, I say vision in terms of like how I just like imagined it, is you sort of had like these, sorry, 1 second. You sort of have like the towers from the middle of like Area 51 where like you have the doorway and the staircase to the top, but I didn't want to fully go down that path because those towers are a bit too defensible, and I don't want to have like a really good sniper spot in the back of the map. So I'm gonna figure out what to do for that, especially since these walls aren't as high as I thought they would be. But let's see, I think I'm gonna keep going with this. This would also really make sense if there's a castle themed map, since there'll be like essentially castle walls here. I actually somewhat like the idea I had going. Another idea would be to expand like the trench death corridor thing, but I'm pretty happy with how it is now, so I think I'll try to leave it as it is. Let's see. Is this going to be in the official map pool? This is not confirmed to be in the official map pool as of yet. There's a decent chance, but it's not confirmed. So right now it's essentially just a custom map, but with a relatively, okay, I'll just say with a chance of being put in. Also, my mod, I keep forgetting, I'm so sorry, I keep seeing your, the Crackdown, that map in the custom map channel, and I just keep forgetting to look at it. But I've looked at all the screenshots, and I do mean to check it out in-game soon. Although I've said that for like the past year, so who knows when I'll actually get to it. Let's see. What if I just make this? So here's what I'm thinking. So there's gonna be like two. I don't like how this is looking so far. Especially because this seems really, really small now. I'll just keep going with this and see how it ends up, and then go from there. So I still want to keep the middle. Let's see. I'll send you the link for it if you ask me in DMs. I also. Oh, okay. I'll probably check it out after stream if I have time. Also, something I forgot to mention is that, well, first of all, apologies for everyone who I kept telling that I would stream, and I kept not doing it for hours. So I'm sorry for that, but I can now say that I am going to be live for quite a while tonight since I do have quite a bit of time. There's also some older version of Crackdown there as well. Ooh, okay. I'll have to check all of that out then. Let's see. So I'm going to try to get to work on... Well, I guess I already am working on these walls. Let me just see what like a 10 stud doorway looks like, just for now. Let's see. The issue is I'm not sure... Well, first of all, like... sorry, there's like a lot going into this. First of all, I feel like this sections off the map a bit too much because I wanted to... Since it's like an arena, I wanted to still be like in the spirit of arena, and I would say like making the map this closed off is just not what arena was really going for. So I'm a bit hesitant to do this. Maybe if the walls aren't quite as tall, but then I don't know. I really do want them to be like a considerable roadblock for anyone who is trying to attack the spawns. But I think this might just be a little bit too much. I'm not sure why this is... I think I just like randomly made this wall this height, so I don't think there's any like real significance to it. So I'll make this smaller. Let's see. Also, I would like to mention that when you play on Crackdown, yes, I know spawns are very open. I just want... Oh, okay. I'll definitely send some feedback then. But yeah, I think this... Okay, already at 20 studs, it seems a lot less imposing, and hopefully this isn't as weird for the sightlines. Although, if I leave it this low, then... And this is the same height as like the spawn thing, so... In theory, you could just shoot from the spawn. So I'll have to figure all this out. I'll probably just end up blocking this off, so yeah. Actually, I'll just copy these over. Oops, my mouse just didn't move for some reason. There we go. Whoops, let me do something. Okay, there we go. Let me also do something real quick, I'm sorry. Yo, Blurred, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, okay. Got the whole squad here. Although I don't think this is ever a squad, but yeah. Also, I was trying to figure out, okay, so first of all, I think I'm pretty decided in the idea to have like some sort of wall here, but I'm still not sure if I want to make it so you can go on top of it. I mean, I think you could, but then I just wouldn't know how to balance it with everything else. And the other thing is that I don't know if you should be able to go inside of it. I was originally thinking to have like make this better connect with like the whole death corridor area, but now I'm not so sure. I really probably should just make this a castle map, because this really is fitting with that. And okay, so here's the thing. What if I completely just like ditch the idea of making this an arena revamp and just go full on into the castle theme? I wonder if this could work. Skyrim stream, man? I don't play Skyrim. I've never played Skyrim. I don't know if that's a crazy thing to say, but I've never played Skyrim. But anyway, so if I do make this, oops, a castle themed map, then this would be very closed off, and thinking about it, I don't know if that's a good or bad idea. I mean, essentially, when this is all said and done, this will be split into like 8 like squares, plus the death corridor, plus the middle, plus the sniper's nest. So that's a lot of like small spaces that are very much like sectioned off, and I don't think that would work too well. But I'll have to see for this. And then I'm not sure how to make the live fire buildings factor into this either. Let me just copy this one over and see how this goes. If this were here, yeah, this is definitely too cramped, I believe. So I guess I'm gonna try to make like sort of hybrid between the walls and the live fire buildings. I don't know, because that kind of goes against the whole purpose of the live fire buildings. Whoops. Since they're supposed to be like not that like I don't know if that makes sense. Um, Maybe I'll do like one side with the walls as is, and the other side I'll make it sort of like the live fire buildings. So that would be like one side. Yep. Yeah, another thing about the live fire buildings is that it kind of has to be like pretty similar to how they actually are, because let me quickly switch to in-game actually. Um, because the live fire buildings are like very specifically set up so you can do like jumps with them. So if I were to like, take a look at this building, it's very clunky and the jumps are weird. Like, oh, except now now that I'm actually trying it, it's kind of proving my point. But it's very cramped and all that. Whereas if I go over to the live fire buildings, everything is like, it looks bigger when it's not on live fire. It's a really weird thing. Like there's plenty of room. You have the parkour that's really, it just feels so nice to do on these buildings. And so I have to be very specific when designing that. And the death corridor, sorry, the death corridor is also a whole other thing. Let's see, but now that I'm thinking about it, the texture, oh yeah, the textures are like completely broken there. Yeah, all that, I meant to fix all that off stream, but I am aware of all this. I just put this together super quickly just to not take up too much time on stream, but yeah, I am aware of all the weirdness with this map. I don't know. The thing is, it's not, now that I look at it, I feel like if I were to wall this off, that's just like, there isn't enough room to breathe on either side of it. And I think that here, as it is now, I think there is enough room to breathe, if that makes sense. Like, so I'm trying to think about it, and I can't think of any map that would be as cramped as the one that I'm making if I were to go through the whole wall and live fire building thing. Yeah, there's nothing I can really think of that would be quite like that. Especially since the walls are so obtrusive and like, the only way to get through them is, I don't know. This is sort of reminding me a lot of like, what's that one map? Of like I think it's called Metro from Phantom Forces. I haven't played I barely played Phantom Forces. But just the whole like idea of that with like the corridors and the escalators where it's fun if you can like get all like the crazy kills down the hallways, but otherwise it's not very fun. And I feel like this map is sort of turning into that. Although I don't know if that's a bad thing, because I believe that's one of the more popular maps in that game, although I could be wrong. But yeah, so let's see. Maybe I will do some sort of a hybrid between, that's already what I was suggesting before, but earlier what I was saying was doing like walls, but then make them sort of in the style of the live fire buildings where you have the windows and all that. But now I'm thinking more of doing the live fire buildings in the style of the walls. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But like right now, they just don't feel very like imposing, I guess. This doesn't feel like really an obstacle for anyone, and it doesn't really feel, I don't know if I can get that across. Right now I'm just like talking off vibes. And then if I were to switch to Roblox Studio, here we can see the walls, like these are very much like, oh yeah, that's a wall, like I have to get around that somehow. So I don't know, so I'll leave the walls, okay, so I'll just do an experiment. I'll leave the walls on this side, and then on this side I will try something new. Another thing I wanted to do was, actually hold on a second, I need to do something real quick. Oops. There, alright, we're good now. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, I completely lost my train of thoughts. Yeah, I have no idea what I was just thinking of. But that's okay. Because I still know what I'm doing for this. Okay, so, just starting with this for now. Maybe I could make... Okay, I have an interesting idea here. What if I make the live fire buildings? I'm using live fire buildings very loosely here. But what if I make these like the Hydro King of the Hill points? That sounds very, very weird at first, but I think it'll make sense. So the wall will essentially be like, let me actually, I'm gonna try to show what I'm trying to like think through that, sorry. I'm gonna try to think through that in game if that makes sense. So yeah, Hydro is, in my eyes, Hydro is definitely one of my least favorite maps, but I do like a lot of individual things that the map does. And that's sort of how I feel about most bad business maps. Well, I don't want to say that I don't like most bad business maps, but I mean, all the maps that I dislike, there are so many things about them that I like, but yeah, anyway, so I would say generally, I'm pretty sure Hydro wasn't in like the map pool thing, so I think that means it's in the less popular half of bad business maps. But essentially, what I'm trying to go with is that you see the King of the Hill building here. Like you have the 3 entrances, you have good enough cover, but it also doesn't feel too cramped. I haven't heard any feedback around this place being too cramped before. But anyway, I've heard so many. This is the one part of the map that I consistently hear being praised, and I can see why, because I do enjoy this part of the map. I do have some issues with it. I think the bridge is just a bit awkward, and I think it's a bit too powerful that you can just see everyone coming through the windows, and like it's pretty easy to defend if you know what you're doing. But I think in concept this is a really great space, and so I want to replicate this. So now I'm gonna go back to the map. Sorry, that was just to showcase what I'm thinking. Okay, so let me switch back to Roblox Studio now and try to get to work on that. Alright, so yeah, I have everything copied down there, so I'm not gonna worry about. Actually, no, I'll just leave that there just as a reference for scale. So, what I'm thinking here is. Whoops, sorry. Let's see, if this is, let's say around 20 studs wide, I think this would be good if it's around 40 studs wide. And yeah, this is like a 40 stud wide wall, so yeah, let's see how this goes. This seems a bit on the small end. And okay, so also if I do go through with this, it'll be sort of like a square type thing. Hold up. This should be good, unless I'm doing my math wrong. Oh, let's see. Also, how do you add names to custom maps? Oh, okay, so the names of the custom map, it's really simple. You just have to rename the map folder itself. So whatever the map folder name is what the actual name will be. However, it's very weird with the spaces, so I'd recommend like not having spaces in the map. But yeah, that's how you do it. It's like, it took me a while to figure that out too. I was trying to figure out why. There we go. Okay, this should be good. Because I do want it to sort of be like, I don't know a good way to explain. Okay, so I figured out the parallel I want to draw. So for those of you who are familiar with the canal map that I did, this is sort of how I designed the King of the Hill area, where there are lots of ways in and ways out, but it's still essentially defensible, if that makes sense. That might make sense. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. So I still do want to keep going with the idea of this map being somewhat like, I still want to go with the whole path of least resistance thing that I have going on with the trench here. Like, if you want to quickly traverse the map at like high risk, high rewards, you can go through here, but otherwise you have to go through all these other things. Let's see. I played on your. Oh, you did play on the rework with some friends a week or two ago. It was pretty epic. Oh, thank you so much. I am very proud of that map. So I really can't wait to see it in game. I'd love to see some gameplay. I don't know if you recorded anything, but I would love to see how people actually play on that map. Let's see how tall this was. Okay, I'm gonna make this 12 studs high. That sounds that sounds about right. The thing is, if I were to make it like this, I wouldn't want to make it so you can go over. Oh, you didn't? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Cause this is, I still want it to function as a wall essentially. And I don't know. This whole space though, right here, just seems a bit weird. I think I might just have it do something completely different for the spawns, cause I don't see how this would flow with the rest of the map. I should do an experiment with how fast you can move the spawn protection. Because the main thing is, I don't want people... I want you to have enough... Okay, so here's the thing. One of the things that's really nice about that business is that once you die, you can get back into the action very quickly. And especially, it's more true now than it was like in like 2020, 2019. When they sort of switched up the spawn system, and they added much more spawns like towards the center of the map and so on. But you're always engaged in some sort of action in bad business, and I think that's great until the spawn protection starts interfering with things. Because one of my biggest gripes in terms of gameplay of that business is when I'm in the middle of the map, or like say I'm on the hill and someone is fighting me on the hill that has spawn protection, because I think that's completely ridiculous. Let's see, you posted from your gameplay the 2 other maps there are actually pretty playable. Ooh, okay, I'll have to try those out then. I think Ultra Grid sounds familiar. I may have played on that before. But yep, I see it in there. Alright, so my whole idea with this whole thing is to sort of mitigate that idea of like like you can't have sun protection in the middle of the map, but you also are still, you have like pseudo spawn protection in terms of like you're not just, basically the whole idea is that you aren't like out there. See, how big are my boxes and studs? The ones I have right here, I think this is 6x6 unless I changed it. This is just a placeholder. This isn't actually like anything to do with the panel map, but I do believe these are 5x5. But yeah, the ones on Canal and on this are, and these are 6x6, and these are 5x5. I'm still not sure like what I want the final size of these to be though, because like 5 seems a bit small, but 6 seems like way too big. So I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, I think 5x5 is the standard for most maps. Most of the times you see like the wooden crates and the barrels, 9 times out of 10 those are 5x5x5. Because I don't know if you know this is a really cool fact that, it's a pretty cool fact, but the Roblox, here let me quickly change this. The Roblox wood texture, or at least the pre-2022 version, wood planks I mean, every plank is actually exactly 1 stud. So as you can see here, this is a 5x5x5 box, and there are 5 planks. It's perfect. So it's also very good if you're trying to, I guess it's not really good for that much, but it is a really cool thing that helps out with like judging the scale of bad business maps if you ever want to do that. You probably do 5.5 if you think 5 and 6 are awkward. I will have to try that. Let me quickly hop in game. I'm not gonna switch because I just want to take a quick look at it. I don't know. I'm still trying to. I think towards the end I'm gonna redo the whole. Actually, no, I think 5 is probably fine for now. Or it feels right for here at least. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna like redo this whole, not redo, but like everything here is basically placeholder until I get it more finalized, if that makes sense. Alright, so now I'm back in studio. Another thing is that I'm still trying to figure out how to provide cover for the death corridor. Because as it stands, you could just sit right here and just shoot right into there, and there's nothing stopping you from doing that. If you're over here, you can jump in. Okay, I think I'm here. I think my are like unplugging, so. Okay, I think I'm good now. Let me know if I ever just disappear, because my headphone cord is falling apart. Okay, I'll try to move it very carefully so I don't. Oh, now it's all twisted up. Hold up. Okay, now we're good now. We're good now. So anyway, I would really like to see how this is in game. I might update the map real quick, just to get a feel for it. Whoops. And then I think I'll just move this off to the side for now. Maybe I'll add like some crates just in the middle, just to have something there. Just as a placeholder, because I want there to be many ways in and out, but at the same time I don't want there to be too many, because because basically I don't want to make just too many random things all over the place, because I want the things that are here to actually matter, if that makes sense. So if I were to use Kerosene as an example, the new map, I think Kerosene is a great map, by the way, but one of the things is it's just like a bunch of ruins scattered around, and so I feel like nothing is particularly. I mean, of course you do have like the sniper tower sort of things, and you have like, there are a few buildings that are used pretty often, but in general, like, the map is so like scattered around that like, I just head back into the game and I'm being pulled around. But there isn't really any main thing that you interact with, and in my design philosophy for bad business maps, I would rather have that sort of interesting thing to interact with, and so that's why I'm doing with these. So the idea that prompted me to think of all that was like, oh, like, what if this area had like this sort of like Tides Cave type thing where like you go around here, but then at that point you have the ramp to the Sniper's Nest, you have these buildings, you have the trench, you also have them on the other side. And at that point there are so many paths that they just all become like devalued in a sense. And that's sort of like a thought experiment. What is it? Hold on, let me. I don't know what thought experiment actually means. Let me make sure I'm using that right. Okay, I think this is a thought experiment. But I was thinking about tides in that Tides Cave, and I was asking myself like, how much would you lose if you were to move the Tides Cave? How much worse would the map be? And then at the same time, how much would you gain from that? So essentially, like, of course, like, even I sometimes use a Tides Cave for like really niche purposes, but in all the time that people use a Tides Cave, what if they're directed to elsewhere, and how much more fun would the map be if those people are directed elsewhere? And so that's sort of the thought process I'm going with all this. If I leave this as it is, then basically you're only... Wait, I really like this now that I'm thinking about it. So the only ways from point A to B is you have the Death Corridor, which is very high risk, high reward. You have the Sniper's Nest area, which is much more of like a low risk sort of thing. And then you also have these sort of weird building type things, which are sort of like a hybrid, I guess. Although, who knows how the map will actually flow when it's actually in game. But this is very much how I designed Canal, and I think I really like how it was done there. In the Canal revamp, this is something that like you would never infer by just looking at it, but in Canal, in the revamp I did, the three paths to the middle, the three main paths, they sort of follow that same like low to high risk and reward model, where you have the middle path with the crates and the weird platforms. That's like the high risk, high reward, because you're being put right into the middle of the map, but there's very little cover there. You also have the Sniper's Nest one, which is sort of out of the way from everything, but you have pretty much 100%. You have cover like, well, 100%. Sorry, you have access with 100% cover, and you also have the ramp area with like the building and all that, which gives you pretty easy access to the building with the 3 windows. But it's sort of a middle ground in terms of how much cover you have. I don't know. I don't know if these like. I don't know if this makes any sense. But I think I'll put this in game now just to get a sense of scale for it. That is one of the things that really bothers me about this map in particular is that it looks so small in studio, but in game it actually like feels like bad business, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the game right now. It should only take about a minute or so if I do everything right, and don't mess up like last time. And also don't completely overwrite one of my other maps while doing so. But yep, I'm actually updating Arena, not the other map. Let me switch back. And whoops, there we go. And now I'll import it in game. I copied the wrong link. That's what the problem was. There we go. Also, I can't see chat at the moment, so give me a second. Alright, so in the meantime, by the way, here's a shop if anyone is curious. We're getting a new shop in 7 minutes, so I'll showcase that if I remember. Let's see, sorry about that. How do you get up there? Who knows? But anyway, so yeah, here's the shop as it is today. We're getting a new shop in hopefully 7 minutes. Well, I mean, we will get one in 7 minutes, that's guaranteed. But yeah, here we go with the revamp. I'm on the other side. Hopefully it actually did update, because sometimes it has the weird thing where it just doesn't update. But yes, everything is good now. Yo, okay, so anyway, let me just see what it looks like from the spawns at first. It's kind of funny just how big the spawns look when you're actually in them. Like, in the studio it looks so small, but here it actually looks massive. I don't know how I feel about this. I think I like it. It looks, one of the main things I consider when making maps, this is a very weird thing, but I want the map to look fun. Because that is very much part of, well, at least from my experience, one of the reasons why I played Bad Business was playing the original Arena and seeing just seeing how cool it was and be like, wow, this is a fun map, and it really helped me think the game was fun, I guess, if that makes sense. Let's see, you should place more dummies for size checks. That is true! I don't know why I'm not doing that here. On my other maps, I usually have like 20 of them. I think it's actually really funny. On Future City, back when I used to work on it, maybe I can pull up a screenshot. But I had like 40 of them, and so when I started like finishing some areas up, I wanted to see how many I had, so I didn't delete any, and I just put all of them at one spot, and there's like a whole army of them from everywhere on the map. But I'm not seeing it. I thought I had a screenshot, but I guess not. I might send it to you after stream because it's really funny. Sorry, let me go back to the chat. But that is true. I'll do that as soon as I get back to studio. Alright, so now that I'm looking at this is a place where I think, I don't know, this building is really weird, but I do like it. I mean, I think it's irresponsible for me to like predict the flow of players on this map. Like I shouldn't be like, oh well, of course everyone's gonna go through this path specifically, so I should do all this, and no one's ever gonna go through here. And so I shouldn't think like that, because maps, there's no way to really predict that, and also maps change over time anyway. Arena today is played completely different than it was 5 years ago. So it's difficult to say, ow, that was weird. It's just difficult to say how this will all work, but just imagining what it's like to play on this, it seems fun, especially given that I think it's a fair enough assumption that the game will either take place this part of the map or on the other side, because there's absolutely no way there's going to be a stalemate at the middle with the team balancing as it is right now. So if this place will be used, that'll be really, because like, what I want to do is I want to avoid spawns Sorry, let's see. You do a lot of playtests on Crackdown with your friends sometimes. Helps me a lot with feedback. That sounds really awesome. I'd like to do that, but the people that I know, well, I mean, I haven't really asked, but I don't think the people I know would really be too into that. But I absolutely would like to do playtests, so I will consider that. Maybe I'll do that for a stream if I get more than 3 viewers. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but let's see. You could try to help that? Oh, well, I really appreciate that. As it stands, I think I'm another stream or two away from being in like a playtest ready state. But as I still can't remember what I was trying to say. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, so going back to, I don't know if I started talking about it or not, but basically what I was going to try to say is I wanted to avoid the situation like runoff, that's the map. I wanted to avoid like a spawn situation like runoff, where you have really long, okay, so you have the spawn, and then you have really long corridors, where the whole enemy team just rushes through here, and there is just not enough cover to defend. Especially that one spawn with like the ramp, you have like the ramp that like curves to the right. That place is just miserable if the enemy team is really coordinated. So I really want to avoid that, and so I think this is a good sort of counter to that. I'm trying to think of an example where this goes, I guess I would say well, but I can't think of any. I think Convoy might actually be a good example of what I am trying to do, making like the spawn areas. Okay, so it's kind of weird to think about, but this map is like, it's like a mix between Live Fire and Convoy, and those are two maps that I don't think anyone has even said in the same sentence. Because in terms of like size and geometry and sort of like feel, I guess is a lot like Live Fire. But then it's like Convoy in the sense where you have like a sort of dense spawn area, and then you have the middle area, which is completely distinct from the rest of the map. But I think I am trailing off a bit too much into all the design commentary, so I think I will try to actually get back to work with this. But as this stands, I don't mind this building. I think if anything, I will push it a bit more towards that way, although I don't know. Oh, another thing. Okay, so I completely forgot how I want to do this. Let me switch back to Roblox Studio real quick. So another thing, whoops, I forgot to change back, is that I need to have, originally, before when the stream started, one of the Live Fire buildings had a ramp that led up to the wall, and so I do want to have a situation like that. Okay, so another thing that complicates this that I had to mention is that it's very difficult to make a map that's symmetrical like this. In order for these square buildings to work as I would like them to, there would really need to be like only one on each side, but having two is just gonna make the flow of players just so weird, and I don't think I can really achieve something like this with that. So I would have to make this side different if I were to continue with this. Maybe like completely walled off. I don't know, because that's a lot of wasted space out here. Unless that's how you access the sniper's nest. I'm still not sure how to actually have access to the sniper's nest. These ramps are sort of just placeholders. And I think I kind of have to actually see the canal map in game for me to determine this, because that is the whole idea I went with the sniper nests in that map, where I have the, basically in current arena, one of my main issues is that you really can't attack the snipers unless you're a sniper yourself, and that sort of like turns into a feedback loop with just everyone using a sniper. And so yeah, so basically on the canal revamp, what I did is I have the sniper's nest, and there are actually two pretty seamless entrances into it. It's actually pretty similar to this in some ways. But basically the whole idea is that you don't need to be a sniper to attack the snipers. And so basically the thing is if I were to say remove this ramp and this ramp, which is what I consider doing a lot, that means you'd only be able to get the sniper sets from this side and only from that side. Although you would also have the middle, that would be another access point. But basically I don't want the only people that can attack the snipers to be the snipers on this side. But I mean, looking at it now, it doesn't look like it would be that bad. That might just be copium, but especially if you can attack straight from the middle over here, I actually don't mind that. So I think I'm actually gonna... I'm just gonna see where that goes. So I'll just... but then... oh no, but that completely messes up this area, because now I don't know what to do for here. Let's see. Remember to... oh my gosh, you're right. Where are they? Do I not have any? Oh my gosh, what happened to me? Oh my gosh, wait, I don't have it. Hold on, give me a second, because I have to get the model. I can't believe I haven't placed any so far. Oops. Wow. Hold on a second. Oops, there we go. Alright. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know I don't know how I forgot. Like guys, yeah, this puts things much more into scale now. I'm just gonna get rid of this because I think that's messing with my perception of things. I'm funny. Okay, anyway. But yeah, because from here the death corridor looks really small, but now it looks really big. Well, oh my gosh, that was the problem the whole time. I just wasn't placing enough. I don't know how I could forget something like that. But anyway. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm still not sure. Okay, so I'll get back to that thought actually. Yeah, I'm still not sure like what exactly to do with this whole building thing. I guess let me see what happens if I were to just extend this outwards. Whoops, not like that. Like that. Because I do need some sort of cover for the people down here. But is this the right type? And then, like, is this just wasted space? Should I not do this? Let me make these smaller just so it's not weird. I don't know, because I'm still trying to think. I'm still debating on whether I should add anything at all to the death corridor, like any sort of like flank or anything, or like another branch. Because the whole idea of it is to be such a... let me search synonyms real quick. I want it to be such a noteworthy, I guess that's the best word. Singular, noteworthy, I don't know. Hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. I want it to be such a set piece, basically, a centerpiece. Not set piece, more like a centerpiece. I want it to be such like a main part of the map where like... because I feel like this wouldn't work otherwise. I don't know. And then we have the tunnel area down here that I still have to figure out. Maybe I add a way to go down there? I don't know, because I feel like that kind of makes this whole ramp thing useless. Because, okay, so... What I just thought of is that I suddenly feel like this area, the sniper's nest, is too weak. Because it's so easy to attack from the middle. And... yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Okay, I think I might remove the access point from over here, because if you think about it, gives like a super, I don't know if I'd say unfair advantage, but this gives a super strong advantage to whichever team is better, because whichever team is better is most likely gonna essentially control this part of the map. And if they control this part of the map, then their sniper's nest becomes pretty much, you can't attack it unless you're there on the other sniper's nest. But if you're here, then they have a clear point of access right here that's super easy to attack from. So I think I have two options, and that would be to either add the dual ramp system that I had from before, or to remove the access from here. And I think the better choice would be to remove the access from here. Now, what that opens up the possibility to is, I was thinking of like, if you guys know that spot on Cairo in the middle of the map, so on Cairo you have like the hill area, and then on the one side you have like, it's hard to describe because there, you can't really say like right or left because like it's symmetrical. But like, let me pull it up actually, guys. I think that would help me out in thinking through this. This app is getting a lot harder to design as I go on, because I guess I forgot like the essentially low-hanging fruits, if that makes sense. Because now it comes down to much more of the smaller details that can really make or break it. Hold up. So here, let me try to showcase what I was talking about earlier. So this is kind of a thing on Factory, but so here's what I'm talking about earlier. So you have the hill over there, and then you have this cool area out here. And I think it'd be really cool if you have. Didn't choose Legacy, Cairo? I don't think this is a part of it, is it? I'm trying to remember, but no, I'm pretty sure this wasn't in Legacy Cairo. But you have this sort of side area where basically you can drop down or you can slide up. It is okay. You actually scared me for a second. And there's sort of like bits and pieces of this sort of. Like, can you go up here? Oh no, you can't. Wait, were those the loadouts? Oh yeah, they are. Wait, the progression one's gone. Wait, hold up. Something's not right over here. I need to investigate. This is definitely a Roblox Studio stream. Wait, yeah. Oh no, it's just like we're like perfectly like. I like the right angle where you can't see, but it's still there. Anyway, so there are various examples of them trying to do this impact business. You have this right here, and you also have in Factory. You have like the sort of like windows with like the chutes that you like drop down. I think there's a lot of cool potential in this sort of like thing where like you drop down with no way back up, but it's like also like really stealthy where the enemies can't see you. So having that sort of like stealth factor with like a one-way like thing, I think there's a potential in that sort of thing to be kind of cool. But I think in both cases, in here and in Factory, it's kind of underutilized. I mean, I think this area is fine, but it's not exactly what I was thinking. And then I think you guys probably know what I'm talking about for Factory. But basically what I'm thinking of is you're up on the sniper's nest area, and you'd have a kind of a cool like way to just like I don't want to say like stealth attack, but it's much more stealthy than just like running across that, but like, hey guys, I'm attacking the spawn. I don't know if that's making any sense, but we'll see if it works. But I really don't want to take another one of those things that are like very like. I don't know. It's always so sad to me when I see like a bad business map, or really in any game, and you have like something that seems so cool, but it's just like not utilized. I don't know if that makes sense. But I will switch back to arena now. Whoops. That was a close one. I almost said normal arena. I probably did. So anyway, let me switch back to Roblox Studio now. If it doesn't switch to the wrong map. But I think we're good. So okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so basically the whole thing I was talking about with the Cairo thing, I was thinking, like, for example, okay, so first of all, this would be like higher up so you couldn't jump up to it. You'd have something like this where people aren't necessarily paying attention to you. And also, this creates a really weird dynamic, because if I were to make this path viable for both snipers and close range people, whatever you want to call them, that'd make it very difficult. I wouldn't say difficult, but like, if someone wanted to attack the sniper area, and the sniper area is also home to like people with like SMGs and shotguns, I feel like that would make it too unfun to attack. Oh yeah, the shop! Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Thank you so much for reminding me. Let me switch back real quick. This is definitely a Roblox Studio stream. Alright, let's see the shop, Alright, lots of old items here. Yo, the sheriff, oh, this is like, oh, this is my newest guy. I thought this is like the really old one. But yeah, these items are some of the oldest items in the game. Very OG. Although I don't think anyone really cares about that. Yeah, this is the what are these even called? Items? Cosmetics? I don't know. And here is the skin shop. Neon white tiles in the shop yesterday. Pretty unremarkable, I guess. Yep, alright, hold up. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking in the chat. Oh yeah, and the bunny hood and the cutie hair. Yeah, those are also two. I don't see anyone using this, so I don't know if that's really popular. But the cutie hair is pretty popular. Yeah. I'm not like that crazy like into the shop, so I can't feel like, oh, this is a good skin. This is that's not what you guys are gonna get from this channel, sadly. All right, let me actually switch to Roblox Studio and actually get something done over there. All right. So no one uses bunny hood because it's ugly. Anyway. So I'm just gonna try. So this is 44. Let me just make this 60. Just make it nice and even. And then I believe that would have been 16. I already lost count. Let's have be 122. So that way this still remains a slope of 1. Math is not my strong suit. The thing is, now this seems like it's too tall. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be taller than like the middle area thing. I have an idea. Okay, so this goes back to what I said. So what if, let me just move this over here just so I have a reference. Maybe I'll just make this, just to make things even. I want to make this, oh, why did I make this force field? Worst mistake in my life. Is this, okay. Almost got it. Please, please. Alright, we're good now. So what if I make it this tall, but I make it so you can't access it from here, but you can still like throw a grenade or something, essentially making it like, I'm thinking like the Brazil windows, except you can't, you can just like throw grenades up there and shoot anyone that's like standing in the window or anything, but we'll see how that goes. And also that, I guess that works for now. I mean, of course we can always change it, so I'll just see how that goes. So this will be 52 and then 52. I'm still not sure like how I want to make the ramp. There's still like just placeholders. I feel like just having one long ramp would just be really boring, but I can't think of any other ways to do it. Okay, so let me see how tall this is. I believe 14 is the height that... Wait, let me see. I believe 14 is when you can't, like, get there by jumping. But I'll go 16, just... Well, also, okay, hold up. That's already 6 studs tall. That's pretty tall. Let's see. 13 studs is the max height a Batman's character can jump and vault on. Haven't tested camera. Wait, haven't tested. Oh, I see. So we're gonna make a wall. 14 studs, that should be good enough. Yeah. I mean, there is, of course, slope momentum. There actually is like a slight bit of that. So if you're running uphill on a slope, you actually can go slightly taller. And also, like if you, there are a few weird quirks of that, but 14 should be good. But at the same time, and of course you can still do things like super jump off other players and all that. So, but I think this is good enough for it. It's not viable in a normal game. I actually kind of do like this. I'm gonna go with this idea. And so I also do want to make it so. But 6 studs is really tall though. Yeah, I think I'll make it go back down to 5. 13 studs for jump. Try to see if like there's any like weird things that you can do to get up there. But I don't think so. I think that's probably, yeah, that's probably fine. I'll make it, yeah, 5 studs is like generally the height for these sorts of things, so I'll keep it at that. Although, I think, I'm not sure how much cover I want to give up here. Generally, my design philosophy in Coastline and Future City, both maps which are clearly flawed, so I'm not trying to say that they're like really good maps, but I do like a lot of the ideas in them, and one of the ideas that I really like is that, sorry, let me check the chat, or actually you can make a 13 stud tall jump if it's against a flat wall. Really? Okay, well I'll have to test that out then. But anyway, one of the things I liked most about Coastline and Future City was that you also have that same like risk-reward structure with verticality, where of course being higher up, having the high ground, you're going to have a better vantage point. But for those maps, on all the roofs, I have made absolutely no cover. So if you want to take advantage of having that vantage point, you gotta be like in the zone, making sure like no one is like shooting at you, like make sure like you know how to get out of there, have good movements. Like you gotta really be on top of things if you want to be on top of things, basically is what I'm saying. And so I don't want to make like a very like free sniper spot. Like I don't want to put like a Brazil building at a really good vantage point, because that's the whole idea you have with the circular thing out here. But at the same time, this map should be friendly to all playstyles, and you shouldn't, sorry, I forgot what this was. You shouldn't have to be that good to have any like good spot on this map. So actually I will continue with this. What I was thinking is like making it slightly more cover as you go out here, but you think there'd actually be more cover back here, because if you're getting attacked in the spawns, then you want to have some... Actually, yeah, I do like this, because I'm trying to make this map, I want to say as like anti-spawn trap as possible, but I want to make it so if you're in your spawn area, it's much easier to defend than attacking. Because in theory, when you attack, you're gonna have to go through. Well, first of all, you're gonna have to go through. If you go through the death corridor, you'll have all the people that just spawn right here and have a much clearer view of you. You also have the people, and this isn't really a good example of that. I wanted to do some other things, but a good example is that if you're trying to attack their spawn, you're gonna have to deal with all the snipers up here. So I think that's a pretty good balance. More than the thing is that how good did I make them against? Oh, but this is also causing some issues. I know what to do. Alright, so okay, I think I just figured it all out. So something else I wanted is that the people in the sniper's nest to be able to attack each other, and that to be the primary engagement between snipers. But of course you have this giant octagon in the middle. And something that's been bothering me for a while is that if you're up here, you can very easily just do like a peek right around here and have a very, very limited hitbox basically. But I don't know how I never thought about this, but if I just make this the same sort of force field thing that you can shoot through and see through, then like that really fixes things. Does it? Does that fix things? I guess it does. Yeah, let me just make all of these out of force field and see what happens. I mean, other than it looking really weird, although it doesn't. Maybe people just won't notice that. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know, cause does that mess with glints? Wait, mine. Are you still in the private server? Let's see. Let me get a sniper real quick, and then I'll switch back. I want to see if you can see glint through these like half-transparent objects. Because that would be really awkward to have the two places where the most snipers are. You just can't see each other's glints. That'd be so awkward. But yeah, let me get up here wherever you spawn in and... Okay, yes. I'm curious if you can see my glint. Wait, are you? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, okay. I have some work cut out for me then. Okay, so that's really awkward. Alright, I have to fix that then. Okay, so it turns out you can't see glints through the force field texture. So that is a serious oversight in the canal revamp. But that's also an oversight here as well, so I was gonna change it anyway because actually, oh, that's kind of tough to do because if you have lower levels of graphics, like lower graphics levels, then apparently force field is just like a solid color, and that means you can't even see across there. So what I will try to do instead, I was thinking 0.5, but even that seems like a lot. I think I would have to make this circular because you're gonna be seeing through two. Well, no, it wouldn't. Wait, no, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to stack. So I guess I will keep it. I was thinking that the transparency would like if this is 25, this would be 25, and but that's not how force field texture works. I need to like really learn like how it actually works. So I will make this 0. I'm not sure if that will make it so you can see glints through it or not, but we'll see. So I'll get back to that later then. But I guess I will get back to work for here. So I do want to figure this out. I do like the idea of having a actually, no, I don't like having a sight line down here. Yeah, now this is really tough because this whole area is basically just useless now that snipers from both sides will be basically shooting down the exact line that you'd be walking across. Oh, that's really... I'm not sure how to go about that. This is really tough because I'm thinking that if you are attacking the people in there and you want to use the octagonal thing, if this does have collisions, then it follows the same thing where like you're always exposed from one side. If you're standing here trying to attack them, then these people can shoot you. If you're back here trying to attack them, these people can shoot you. Which I do like that, but I do think the snipers should actually battle with each other. Because I think that's when sniping is. Actually, I don't know. I think that's when sniping is like at its most net positive. If that makes sense. Because I think out of all the ways that you can die, I'm trying to think through this. Out of all the ways that you can die in bad business, dying by a sniper that is camping is consistently one of the most complained about. And so if you're playing with like a shotgun or SMG and you die to like someone using a sniper, that's very annoying. But if you're using a sniper and you die to another person using a sniper, it's not nearly as bad. And so I want to maximize sniper versus sniper interaction. But this goes kind of against that. So I would have to think on this because I don't really see like an easy solution. Yeah, I really can't think of any way to actually fix that. So I'll get back to that later. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna go back to working on this area because I would like to get this somewhat more presentable before I finish streaming. And I also have to figure out what to do over here as well because I really am trying my absolute hardest to avoid having another tides cave, in the sense that there's a really cool like route across the map, but like no one uses it. And so I want every part of this map to be like utilized, and I don't know how to do that if I were to add another route over here, and I don't want it to just be empty. Also, another thing is that another small thing to consider is that I do want these sniper's nest areas to be the domination points. And so I think by limiting the entrance to only one side does make it more fair, but at the same time, I just don't know what to do about this. I guess what I'll do, okay, so it's been a while since I've like mirrored the map over. Yo, Sealed, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is oops, sorry. Okay, so I am gonna flip the map over just to get a better idea of what it'd be like on both sides, since that's like long overdue at this point. Yeah, okay, so I probably should have grouped these, but oh well. Oh yeah, and all this stuff as well. So currently Sealed right now, well, I've been all over this place this stream, but currently I'm trying to figure out how to make the sniper's nest areas interact with each other, and also make the whole top area viable for other people as well. Because as it stands, either the snipers can freely battle with each other, which is optimal, and everyone else who uses this area is basically caught in the crossfire, or it's a very cool way to balance the people's like in this area, but then the snipers just don't interact. So I am trying to figure out what to do for those. I think I have everything selected, so I'm gonna reflect it over now. I thought I had like Control Shift R. I set up a bunch of like keybinds for the plugins, but I keep forgetting them. But yeah, I guess this is good for now. And then 126. Okay, so I'll move this. Wait, that's 126. Oh, this is 130. Never mind. I got confused. And I'll just make this ramp similar because I think this is what I'm gonna go with ultimately. So yeah, 52 and 52. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like I've like barely made any progress this stream, but I think fixing this area is, yeah, it makes sense that's taking this long. But I really don't know what to do with all of this area over here. I do like the idea of, if you're an enemy and you're attacking through here, having so many places that people can attack you from. It sort of gives like, because this is, if you've made it this far, you're basically in the enemy spawn. And so I think if you're this close, then the enemies should be able to attack you from basically every direction. Without, of course, spawning like behind you, of course, because I think that, to me, that's just so like annoying when like, well, like, even while I'm not spawn camping, if people just spawn in like a circle around me, it's just like what am I supposed to do? Like that's, I guess that's, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that whole thing, but basically what I'm trying to say is like, if your team is like completely steamrolling them and you make it this far, then you should be able to get attacked from there, people up there, whatever, all that. Let's see, or you can move the long wall and rework it a little to have more building stuff. Do you mean like make this more like the live fire buildings? I could sort of see that. I'm just trying to be very, very careful with these because I don't want to have, because I mean, I think that sounds really fun and that looks really fun, but like, I don't want to have too many pathways that, basically the more pathways I add, the less utilized all these will be. Currently, if there's only 3, being the ramp, this place, and this place, then, let's say, if there were 10 people spawned in, that's an average, I guess you could say it's like an average of 3 people interacting with each, which I think is pretty solid. Even if one of them, like either way, there are gonna be plenty of people using each of these. But if I had a 4th and like a 5th, then that really wouldn't be possible. Although I don't know. I don't know. I just want to avoid having too many like. I want the paths to be like the most valuable paths. So if I were to do that, then this place, I would make this not exist anymore. I haven't drank anything on stream, so I'm gonna do that real quick. And you guys should also drink too, because that's what streamers say, I guess. Alright, I am back and somewhat hydrated. I just quickly thought of an idea for how to make these spawn areas make more sense. So, the thing is, I just don't know about these. Okay, so what I was just thinking is I'll keep the spawn areas as they are basically. I didn't get rid of all these windows because I don't know why I ever thought. No, actually, I did have a reason for that. But I think it's just too high up to really make them justifiable. Yeah, I'll get rid of all these windows because they have a really good, like, you can see all the way to the other spawn. That's too good. Unless I were to make those giant like arena hanging roadblock things that block sightlines. Unless I were to do that, which would be like, it would make sense because since it's technically arena, but I don't know. This place looks so like, something about this just doesn't look official to me, if that makes sense. Like this, what I'm looking at looks more like a custom map than it does an actual map, like specifically the spawn area. I don't know. I think the rest of the map is getting closer to that point, but the spawn is just like so awkward. I can't see this in game. And that's probably not a good sign. If you can't picture it in game, then it's probably too abstract, I think. But yeah, I'm still not sure about this. But anyway, the thing I was getting to earlier that I completely didn't mention. You have sort of like a box here that you like walk into, but let me just move this real quick just so I can have room to build what I'm trying to say. So okay, so basically you spawn in, you're confronted with three options. You can either go out the sides, which are two options, or the middle. The middle, you're going to be instantly funneled into the death corridors, and that's being honest, the middle, and probably you're going to spawn closer to it, most likely than other spawns. This, I think, is a good way to set it up for being a very utilized portion of the map. And then as for the sides, I think I am setting these up for success, hopefully. So what I'm going to do now is okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to add anything on top of the spawns. I think that would be too against my idea for this map. How wide is this? This is 41. Wow, that's actually larger than I thought. 41. Okay. Whoops. 42 right there. Alright, so basically you spawn in and then you're dropped into like this room with like two doorways out. Basically, okay, so I really want to make it so like if you're in the spawns, like you're fine. No, that I don't know. It's an idea that hasn't really been tested about business, so we'll have to see how that goes. I believe doors are 16 studs tall here. Oh, 12. Okay, never mind. I just realized this is starting to look a lot more like Area 51. I think this would be a really cool idea for an Area 51 revamp, actually. In fact, okay, now that I'm looking at it, this feels more like Area 51 than everything. Let's see. You should probably add some boxes or something in front of the spawns so people have a way of getting in there, and there isn't just people camping inside of there, without having enemies able to do that much about it. I mean, I'm not sure about that. I guess so. Basically, I just think it's like an all-around negative for people that are just spawning in to interact with the people that are spawn camping, because if you're spawn camping, you're either going against someone that has spawn protection, which I think is unfair, or you're getting killed off spawn. And I think both of those are undesirable outcomes. So I think the best of both worlds is to make it so when you're in spawn, you're completely like fine, and when you leave, if you are spawn camping, which I'm not trying to completely like make spawn camping like not a thing. Like if you're that good at the game, then I think you do deserve to be in the spawn areas. But also if you are there, then there will be such a large flow of people, but you know where they're coming from. I don't know if that's making any sense, but that way you want to deal with spawn protection, you know where they're coming from. It's not like someone's just gonna spawn in front of your face or like right behind you. And so I think that's better for everyone involved. I don't think it's going to be a problem for people to just sit and spawn and not do anything, because and if they're not interacting with the game, I don't think it's a problem for the game to not be interacting with them, if that makes sense. And so I'm fairly fine with this idea as it stands. But I am very curious, One, like more of what you think about that. Because like so many times, like I hear like someone like in a situation like this, like I'll have something to say and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I guess you're right," and I'll just be like, "I still don't think they're right," but I just won't say anything. So I'm very curious. I'm probably like projecting right now. If that's, man, I'm like getting like learning so many like words this stream. Um, I don't know. But I like how this is turning out. You spawn in and I think this makes sense. I think this makes some sense. And the question is, I still really don't know how to make those people go up here. That seems pretty nice. You mean the building here? I'm not sure if this is what you're talking about. I think I'm gonna remove this thing up here just to I think it might set some like false expectations. Oh, you were talking about this? Okay, that's cool. Oh, I mean, thank you. Sorry, that was such a weird response from me. But I'm excited to see how this like feels to play. Because more than anything, like if I just spawn in and like go through here and be like, oh, this does not feel like bad business, then I think I would have made a mistake. Let's see. So, can you? I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see how I feel if I make this look like a castle. Just have like that sort of like roof design thing that I always forget what it's called. But let's see, this is 42 studs wide, so let me do some math. I'm not doing the math, but what is 42 divisible by? Okay, so I can make them 6 studs. 4 studs tall, 6 studs wide. I think that sounds decent. I think it looks better when it's... I might be onto something. Okay, hold up. So... Whoops, I don't know what happened over here. Why are these not right? Hold up, what did I do? Wait, I'm so confused. Why did it look like they weren't... Oh, I guess I probably, okay, they look fine now. I don't know what was going on earlier. There we go. So if I were to do this now, I think I'm onto something. I really probably should make this a castle themed map because I say that every single time I think about this map. I don't know. And since it hasn't been done yet, maybe. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Now it's gonna take longer to copy and paste. Oh, what is happening with this? I'm not sure why it's having these weird increments. I'm probably like hitting the shift key or something. Because I enabled all the beta features and I keep forgetting like which ones I have enabled. I mean, I feel like this fits, maybe. Castles remind me of Minecraft, the first thing most people made like 10 years ago. Yo, I had like, on my Xbox, I was making like the craziest castle ever. I was trying to remember why. I know there was like a backstory behind it, but I don't remember exactly what. Maybe it was like something in a dream or something and I was trying to make it. But yeah, it was a huge castle. I also made like a really big one in the Nether on Xbox as well. That might be in the same world. But I don't know, I'm just thinking like, I'm just thinking that like, if some random person on their iPad looking for a game to play, they play Bad Business and see a map that looks like this. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying, but like, thinking about all the times I played games when I was younger, like just if it looked fun, that meant so much. And I think making it look fun right here is gonna make a world of difference. So yeah, I'll keep that. Although you probably still can shoot into the spawn. It's not the best way to block it off, but at least it's something to go off of. But I'm very curious to see what this is like in game. Whoops, I completely forgot. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm very curious what this will feel like in game. Maybe, I'll worry about that later. I'll just keep going with this. But I think like a hybrid between, I don't know, I'm so interested to see where this can go. I'm still not too sure what to do with this whole thing back here. Let's see. Maybe I will do some of these like, because this is what I did on the canal revamp, where I had like, let me give the example. Oh yeah, like the ramp spawn, that's what I'll call it. So like if you guys are familiar on canal, how you have that one spawn that's like just a long ramp. On like runoff, it's like that ramp that like curves around the buildings, and there's like no cover there. What I did on the canal revamp was that I split that up into two essentially, and the one way is very direct, but there isn't too much cover. But then there's another way that has a lot more cover, but it's sort of out of the way. It would sort of take an extra few seconds to get there. And how tall are these? 12, okay. Actually, I do like the idea of making these just high enough to jump over, so you can sort of surprise the enemy. But basically what I was trying to say is that getting out of spawn, when planning over spawn camping, you'd have like two ways out. One way is very direct, being this one, like you're pretty close to everything, whereas there's another way that is less direct, but there's a bit more cover there. So, and they're both like, I think this time they're both like equally viable. I had to do some like weird making sure people take certain paths on canal, but I think it's done okay here. The thing is I still don't know what to do with this area, and my main thought is to be like, oh, we'll just close it off and like make people funnel people through here. But if I were to do that, then it'd be really weird to just like walk out of spawn, be greeted inside of a building, and just walk straight into a wall. That'd be far too cramped, and I think that would harm how this map feels too much. I just had a cool idea. Okay, so what I was thinking was, I still need to make sure this map is open, but I am always on the side of adding more cover than less cover, and so if you guys have seen the canal revamp, you have that sort of, I call it the skate park area, where in the original map you have like the long ramps that go down to the hill, but in my version it's like just a bunch of random props thrown around. And I think maybe I could like add an area like that over here. That way, because what I really hate about shopping center, the main thing that really grinds my gears on that map, is that you can make open maps, but a shopping center is open, but there's so little cover, like it feels like there's nowhere to hide. So I'm thinking with something like this, there'd be just not like random stuff thrown around that if you do see glint in the corner of your eye, you can be like, oh, let me go behind this crate and not do that. And so that way there actually is some way to just, if you're smart, then you can avoid snipers basically. That's what I'm trying to do. So for now, I'll just put 4K there. That's a bit excessive, but actually, that looks kind of fun. Maybe that'll actually work in the end. Except then you can like super jump right over everything. But I don't know. We'll see. This map is starting to like look a lot more fun this stream than at the start of the stream. Let's see. Now the thing is, I feel like the stream is kind of like too small almost. Let me actually switch back to in-game just to get a feel for the size. I'm not gonna switch to the stream just because I want to take a quick look at it. Yeah, I think the rooms could definitely be a little bit bigger. I don't have to figure out how to do that though. I don't know. I'm still not sure about the whole direction that this is going, with how like closed off things are and just stuff like that. Cause if you're up here, actually I kind of do like this sightline from here. Like, you can't see immediately into the spawn, but you can see. Okay, this is actually. I think this has a chance to be pretty fun. This is not even close to the way that I envisioned it going, but I think I'm going somewhere with this. Now, the other problem. Okay, so this is where the whole Cairo stealth route, I would call it, comes into play. Where, like, just for visualization. Oops. You would have like, say like a hole right here that leads down to here, and this is where like you could go up here. Like no one across the map's gonna see you, only your own teammates. You can go in here, stay undercover, and just drop down and just like be in somewhat of an inconvenient spot, but you're still like already halfway across the map into their spawn, like fully stealthily, but you just have a bit of walking to do. But at the same time, I need to make this map very accessible for newer players. And if a newer player like spawns in, goes down here, goes straight because that's the direction they're looking, and they're just gonna spend their time just walking over here and like leading to a dead end, and that would hurt their perception of the map in the game so much. And so I really do want to avoid that, but I'm not sure how to go about it. I still want it to be that, like, if you're walking through here, you have to like work for it essentially. I don't want it to just be like completely undercover and it's right here like boom, you're in the spawn with like no way the enemy could have done anything about it. So what I was thinking was sort of having a secondary, very similarly designed to the death corridor, where you have all these little bits of cover, where if you have really, really good game sense, you're like listening, maybe using the heartbeat sensor, you can know when people are there and when people aren't there, and that's how you can advance and not get stuck here basically. Wherever you can just be shot at by them. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do a, the thing that I was thinking, and this is the best idea that I can think of, would to be like have one of those force field ramps essentially where you can see through, but you can't go through. And so I still think that would be very confusing for newer players, but I think that'd be much better than leading them into a dead end essentially. So I'll make this 16 studs tall. This way. Yeah, I will move this because that's going to be very difficult to look at. And so essentially, I like this a lot in concept, but I just don't know if I can convey the ideas well enough. That's the whole problem with all these force field platforms. I think they're so cool, and there's so much cool stuff that you can do with things that you can like walk on, but like shoot through. But like, is a level 0 gonna just magically infer that? So I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I'm starting to doubt this whole idea, but I do like it in concept. I also want to make this very much like a one-way sort of like path, where if you drop down from here, okay, so first of all, there's no way to get back up. You're not gonna like, this is only to attack the spawn from, but I had this, it wasn't exactly an idea, but it was just a way that I would represent it, where, okay, so let me actually visualize another cool thing real quick that I want to do with this map. So, this is a bad way to visualize it, but I don't really care. But essentially, you have these like 3 triangles. I'll just make them carpet texture because that's one of the new textures. You know, it actually still looks like a carpet now. Earlier I was looking at it and it doesn't, but no, I can definitely see how it looks like a carpet. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that this is how I wanted to design the spawns essentially. Where you have, not literally, but basically, with these slopes, if this is, basically imagine these slopes. If you're walking from, you can see my cursor, yeah, you can see my cursor. If you spawn, here, let me do it over here. So anyway, if you spawn on the left side, in order to get out of spawn, you just walk in a straight line, and of course you'll go up and down, but like, it's basically effortless to get across. Whereas if you're attacking the spawn, you have to like jump over, do all this stuff to get around these. So basically, what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to make this map take into account the differences in teams, where it's very, I can't expect the teams to be perfectly balanced and everyone to be like perfectly divided this line. So realistically, if this team is super good, like they're gonna be over here, they're gonna be attacking all that. But basically the further they get into spawn, the harder they get to attack, and so eventually this line will be drawn depending on where the teams are, basically. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, I'm just looking through here and trying to imagine playing on every individual part of the map. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's 3 AM and you're sleepy and hungry, EP. That's alright. I don't know how much longer I'll be live for. I do want to keep these Roblox Studio streams a bit on the shorter side. So, if you do go, which I am perfectly okay with, then I don't think you'll be missing out on too much. And also, of course, I am planning on doing like a time lapse of all this at the end, so that is another thing to consider. So you don't have to like be here for every stream, of course. But you should eat though, and eep. Is that like the verb form of EP? I hope that's how English works. I'm so sorry. And every time I learn like grammar, it's just like it goes in my head and right back out. Like I just talk how it feels right, and I think that's got me far enough, hopefully. Oh, you enjoy hearing my monologue. Well, I appreciate that. Does it make you sleepy? Cause like everyone, like half the people I know say that, like, oh, your voice makes me like sleep, and I hear my voice, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm talking so fast, like, I don't know. And yes, you gotta eat when you're EP. I see. Possibly. Let's see. But I'm still not sure how much access to give to the death corridor, because I don't want to make it so once you're in here, you're locked in here. I want to make it so you can still get out just fine. But at the same time, I don't like the idea of people, let's say this team is really good again, and they're attacking this spawn. I don't like the idea that they get over here and just jump in right at the end. I think that's kind of lame. And so I don't want to have that be a thing. But then also, as I mentioned before, I have to make the whole pathways to the wall place. I'll just call this the wall. I have to make those pathways too. I think I have an idea. This is actually a really weird thing to draw inspiration from, but I know if I say old cargo, people are probably gonna roll their eyes. But I'm actually I really want to see it just to draw inspiration. Is old cargo? I think it's legacy cargo, is that right? Legacy cargo, yeah, it still is in here, okay. Any new maps in here, by the way? It's always interesting to see which maps are in here and which maps aren't. I'm still confused about the 3 different cascades. But anyway, what I'm trying to draw inspiration from is, oh, this brings out so many memories. Look at the leak, guys. Anyway, wow, this feels so weird. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this map just to have it. Wow, I've never felt so weird playing a Baptist map. And this map also, I don't know why, but I really like how it looks all of a sudden. Like, I don't remember it like looking good, but I think visually this map is pretty cool. I just remember the picture that Finlay posted comparing cargo to canal back when the whole thing in 2020 was going on. Very cool memories, but awful gameplay. I do have to agree with you there. I mean, with every map, I think there's some cool things, but I think overall this map is many issues. But it is very nostalgic. But yeah, so basically I was trying to take inspiration from this bridge, but basically I want to see what this bridge did right and what it did wrong. And so what it does wrong is that I've experienced this so many times. Basically, if one team is spawning here and one team is attacking from here, the bridge is basically unusable. Unless you go in at like right at the end. Like unless you climb up on these crates and you to go up here, then otherwise I mean there was an attempt with the cover, but like it's just not quite there. Another thing is that it's so high up that it's just so high up and so long, it just feels kind of useless. I don't know if that makes sense. Halo Legacy Cairo even more nostalgic? Then is it still, I think it's still in here, right? Legacy Cairo? Yo, it is still in there, that's so nice. Legacy Chinook is really cool. I think you're the one who showed me that. Legacy Chinook is so interesting. But anyway, so I'm trying to see like what this bridge is doing wrong in my eyes and trying to figure out what I can do that's better. I thought I saw something that I liked over here with the other bridge. I really wish I could get like a good view of the entire map because I want to see like how big it is. Because it's really easy to forget just how. Oh yeah, there's berries here. Legacy Chinook was only ever in the PTR. I do remember. Well, actually, I was there in the PTR. That's like when I first got PTR access, I think. Or no, that's back when PTR was free. But yeah, I do remember Legacy Chinook. It's a really interesting map. Although the one thing I do wish is I really wish we could see like middle Trainwreck, the first version. I thought Chernobyl was his first map. Wait. Oh yeah, Chernobyl was his first. Was it? Wait, hold up. No, wait, Trainwreck. Wait, I think Trainwreck was. Wait, I'm like really thinking through this. Well, I mean, Chernobyl has the Finway. I mean, Chernobyl, the original. Okay, so like the layout was most likely designed by Ethan because there was the whole legacy version back before I think Finway is part of the team. But the final one does have a Finway spot. And the last map that Ethan designed was like Legacy Chernobyl, right? I don't think he's done anything since then. Other than the leaks that happened like a few years ago at this point. But I don't know. I'll have to look into that because now I'm kind of curious. But basically, what I was gonna say is I really like. I think that this bridge could work on a really small scale. Maybe, potentially. I like in concept having like the cover on the sides and all that, and not below. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if that's a good idea. Because something that... I mean, something just in game design in general, and something that Ethan and Finway, I believe, have often, like, said over and over again, is they don't want people to have to, like, worry about looking up and looking down. Because in game design, people just don't look up or look down. So I want to avoid situations like this. But I think on a super small scale, there's one thing in the map that might work. Let's see. Also, do you notice the pose that Ethan used in the Game Pro announcement? I did not! Was that by you? Oh my gosh, wait, hold up. Let me see it again. I put it in my community post. Okay, so I see that pose, and then I'll look for the one that you sent me. Oh my gosh, wait, hold up. I do see it. It's the third from the right. That's actually really cool. Okay, what I will say is that I can't see the chat right now, but I was kind of worried by looking in the screenshot you sent me with all the different character poses, cause like I guess it's just from that angle. It doesn't like something about it looks off. I guess probably like maybe the lighting or like the camera angles, but like. But seeing it like in the post like that looks like so much more professional. So I have much more faith in that, I guess. I don't. That probably sounds really bad. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically just like seeing it in an official way, that makes it like so much more official. I don't know. I'm just tripping up on my words at this point. Let me see if I can get to the Finway spot, and then I'll switch back and actually try to finish working on this. Oh my gosh, this brings back so many memories. It's also kind of cool. You can actually still glitch down there into the whole thing. Oh, wow, I actually sold. Oh my gosh, wait, I have to get that right. I don't think there are enough people here that will get impatient. Let's see, poses look very weird if your camera isn't in a specific position 90% of the time. That's kind of true, I think. I mean, thinking about, I think at the progression ramp though, you can like see them from different angles, and I think they look fine there. Oh my gosh, you can see I never knew you could see the menus from here. That's really cool. There's the skin builder, there's the table, there's the progression revamp stuff. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting super sidetracked now. I probably just spoiled that, I'm sorry. Also, I didn't realize the water is gone on here. I didn't know that. Wait. And why is the tomahawk sticking to the water? Wait. Okay, anyway, I'm getting super sidetracked. Let me switch back to arena. But I am really curious. Hold on a second. I don't know. I'm curious to see if I'll be confident in where this map is going, because it's a very this whole section is turning out way differently than I imagined, and I don't know. Also, I just realized having a giant hole in the middle of a floor when your attention is like on the entire rest of the map is probably a bad idea. I can just imagine like someone trying to snipe and they just fall in this pit. And it's like a death trap. That's actually a really bad idea. I don't know why I ever thought of that. Maybe if I do it out here or something. Let's see. Roblox water got changed. Have you not? Oh my gosh! Wait, yeah, that's definitely it then. Yeah, the coastline thing. Yeah, that's a really good point. That's probably why that happens. Yeah, hydro or not runoff is just broken. Oh man. I still want to include this in some way though. Let me actually. In the past 8 minutes, I've been sidetracked with the whole cargo thing, but also real quick, I do want to check out the thing in factory that I was talking about. It was also another map, but I don't remember which one. What was it? Oh, what map did it? It's not Gardens. It's not Cascade. It's not. And the only map that I can think of would be Kerosene, but oh yeah, it was Kerosene with the whole chimney thing, but that's not what I was thinking of. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, so the whole thing I'm trying to do with the thing in the Cypress Nest area is basically you see these like shoot things where like you have the window here and like you just jump in and drop down. That's sort of what I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to make it so these actually like have some sort of function basically. Because like right now, like there's basically no point in this. Like what other map did this? I remember there's another map that oh yeah, it was Soviet Square. But yeah, there's like absolutely no point in these. Like, oh look, I'm down here. But oh my gosh, there's another way to jump down right here, and you don't have to do that and be out here where everyone spawns and goes crazy over there. Basically, I want to make a sort of thing like this, but still good. See, the factory still has the invis roof, which is annoying. You mean like the one like up here that you can? Yeah, I think you can still hit it. Yeah, I think I'm hitting it right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, it also has the weird one over here. Oh, there's nothing back there. But yeah, another thing to consider is I wanted to make this in like one of my goals at the beginning, but I kind of just kept forgetting about it. But I want the arena ramp to be very well compatible with wildcards. Did I see something over here? I thought I saw someone. Yeah, like no one ever goes up there. Like that place is just completely like empty. But what I was gonna say was I wanted to like make sure I have like wall running compatibility basically set up, and I don't think there are other wildcards that are basically confirmed. I'm gonna switch back to arena, by the way. I'm very curious which ones those are, the wildcards you're talking about. Because I've seen many different ones, like mentioned in passing or talked about, or they're just concepts, but I don't know what's actually confirmed, and so I don't want to talk too much about it. But yeah, I want to make sure that you can wall run on this map, and so far it's not looking very set up for that. In terms of all of this stuff, maybe like the walls over here, I don't know. Yeah, I still don't know how to do all this. I guess right now I'll just worry about the walkway, because that's what I was on Cargo for. Also, you can see the up and down arrows in the F6 menu track back to previous commands instead. What? Oh, there's no way. What? I never knew that. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurts me on the inside. Oh man, oh my gosh, I never knew that. Oh man, thank you so much for sharing that with me though, because I completely did not know that. Wow. Alright, well anyway, I guess I will work on the walkway again. So previously, I think it's down here. Okay, so this is what I had before. This is very much a placeholder, so actually I'm just gonna completely forget that existed. Except I will copy this up because this is actually the right size. So I had this over here. That's where it was. Okay, so okay, so what I think I will do is I think I will make this and there's like a piece of food stuck between my teeth and it's really bothering me. Um, but oops, sorry, I'm all tabbed out right now. All right, there we go. I think what I'll do is I'll make this feel like the Legacy Chernobyl. No, actually, the modern, oh no, Legacy Chernobyl, yeah, where you have the two doorways and you have the walkway that goes up top. I think that's a good place to reference, maybe. I'm just gonna copy all this because I don't want to lose this scaling right now. This stuff's gonna look like all my other maps where I just have like a million different things copied and pasted everywhere. Okay, so let me paste like a million more of these guys, just get a good idea for the scale. I was thinking, okay, so I'm thinking like a combination between that and, I always call it the courtyard building, the one like the square building in Mayday, where you have like the railings and all that. I'm thinking this could be like a combination between the two of those. Okay, so already this is like 40 studs. 60? Would that be too big? That's plus 10 on each side, so that's 24 and 24. Plus 20 over here. And let's see how this goes. Hopefully did all my math right. Yep, it looks like. Okay, so let's see how this looks. How do you make parts increase in size on both sides? I hold control for that. Also, I believe you can use, oh yeah, control. No shift? Well, I think shift used to be scale uniformly, but I have one of the beta things on. But control is always what it has been. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Anyway. This is what 60 studs look like, and I think it's a bit too far, honestly. I think 50 might be the sweet spot for this. Although it could, oh yeah, that really cuts into the space as well. All good, no problem. I finally get the piece of food stuck from unstuck from my teeth, so that's good now. Okay, I'm gonna go back in game real quick. Let me actually switch over because I might be here for a little bit. Okay, so basically, this room right now is only 40 by 40 studs wide, or on both ways. And yeah, this is just too small. I sort of was thinking about like the Legacy Area 51 rooms for this, but I think given that it's just gonna be one room, and already those, I think people think those are too cramped. Maybe. Although everyone always talks so good about Area 51, so I'm not sure. But that'd be another 10 studs out on both directions. I could see 50 studs. Wait, I think 60 studs is a bit excessive. We'll have to see. But there's gonna be like a staircase and like a walkway up there. It'll essentially, okay, so it'll essentially be the same size, but you have the doorway up there and the walkway. Let's see. You've changed the map a lot from the version you have imported in the game right now. That is true. I was actually just thinking about potentially bringing it over. I just don't want to do it too much because for some reason when I do it too much, then eventually the map, like, I don't know if you have the same issue, but like sometimes I update the map like a bunch of times quickly. It like takes a really long time to update, and so I've been trying to avoid that. But yeah, I guess I wouldn't hurt to do it right now. Actually, maybe I'll finish this building first in the new version and then go from there. But yeah, it's been a really long time since I updated actually, yeah. Alright, so yeah, let me finish the rest of that. Whoops. Alright. Okay, yeah, so I think, yeah, 60 tons. Is it too big? Yeah, I think 60 is too big. Okay, actually, one more thing to test out real quick. I'm very curious to see. I'm very curious to see Chernobyl actually. Um. Okay, so let me set the map to Chernobyl real quick because I'm very curious to see what the hill looks like, because that is sort of the rough, basically how the scale of the map that I want to have. Um. I don't know. I don't ever hear anyone talking about Chernobyl anymore. But yeah, this does seem like 60 studs, but so much of the map is taken up by the random yellow thing and the things and uh um but yeah, so I think uh because okay, so basically this is the sort of thing I want to have. You have the two doorways, and this is the doorways that are already in there right now, and then you also have this area up top which will lead to the bridge, similar to this one, that leads over to the wall area. Alright, so I'm gonna switch back real quick just to get one more comparison. And then I will finish working on this, update it, and then maybe end the stream soon because I actually do have some stuff to do tonight. Ooh, tomorrow's Friday. Alright, but yeah, I just want to get the scale of this one more time. So yeah, 60 does seem right for that, but there isn't going to be as much just random stuff filling up the room, so yeah, I think I will make it 50. Okay, let me switch back then real quick. And then after this, I will actually update the map so I can see it in game. Alright, so time to make this smaller again from 60 to 50. It's also now off center. Well, I mean, it's off center, of course, because of, yeah, I can't talk. 19. Okay. And 5 this way. And that should be about good, except I have to move them towards each other. That should be good. Okay, and then I'll move this 10, and then there. Yeah, this feels like a much more now. Okay, no, the thing is, now it feels too small, so I really don't know what to do for this, but I'll just stick with this for now and see where it goes from there. And also, that's like nearly perfect in terms of having it centered. So yeah, I'll just leave it like this for now. And then it's 20 right now, so make this 40. Oh, that's really tall though. I don't like having it block that much. I mean, realistically, what am I gonna block here if I make that taller? I'll just make it taller for now, I guess. Um, but anyway, sorry, I got like really lost for a second. Okay, so mm, I'll just try this as it is now. Um, I don't know, the thing is, I don't like having two ways to attack and only one way to go into defend. That just doesn't seem right to me. Um, but it is what it is, I guess. I'll just keep going with this idea. And then I'll make this, what, like 10 studs? Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, I'll make this 10 studs and then have the staircase leading up here. Okay, that seems good. I'll just copy this one over since this is the most convenient. And that's almost, what did I do? Did I mess up the, I don't know how I keep messing it up. I somehow just keep like turning off the increments somehow. I don't know if I'd rather have a staircase like this or one that's like just one part, if you guys know what I'm saying. But I guess I'll just leave it. I kind of like having this. This is sort of like a counter sniper area, if that makes sense. I don't know. Actually, I kind of like that idea. I'm gonna add on to this. Actually, I really like this all of a sudden. I'm definitely gonna go further with this. Oh, it will have to extend that though, because it's gonna be kind of weird to. Okay, I'll just work on this for now. I think this is a cool idea though, and it has some potential. Why is this? Oh, I see the reason. And then actually I'll move these back because I wouldn't make a fool wall here because I don't want. Actually, I don't think I see a problem with being able to shoot down there. I think that seems perfectly fine. Yeah, this is really a castle map more than anything. Like now it is really starting to look like it. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what people have to say about this because this is very like abstract, I would say, for bad business. And you have this little weird area. I don't know what I'm gonna do here still. Hold up. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I still don't know if I should, or what I should do with the wall out here. I don't know if I should just leave it like this, have no cover, or have like a bunch of cover. The thing is, this would make much more sense if the sides are switched, and because here you have the sniper area, which is shooting into here, but I think it should be the other way around. So, this is a really weird map, but I'll keep going with it. I'll see where it takes me. Actually, no, I will just put that up to there. I just don't want to block sightlines too much or make it feel too cramped, I guess. I feel like that's the path that this is going. But we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. I'm very curious. I might do the same force field thing. Yeah, actually, I'm really curious to see what that idea would, how that would play out in game from from Legacy Cargo. I guess that's what to call it. Where you have like the walls on the sides. Because I think that could work in concept. I actually really do have faith in that idea. So I'm just about to update the map. This also gives a bit of cool movement potential, I think. Because what you could do is you could jump from like here to here to here. I actually really like that. Meow. I don't know how to respond to that, I'm sorry. But I don't mind this. The thing is I don't want to make it so... Because what I'm thinking is if I add any more cover like down here... Yo, Bo Cheap! Yo, welcome to the stream! Oh my gosh, welcome. It's so good to see you here. What I was saying though is that if I were to add like one of these, if that makes sense. Whoops, I completely messed that up. If I were to add one of those... Hi, oh my gosh. If I were to add one of those here, then you could like slide, be completely invisible, go back here, sprint and slide and be invisible to the middle. I think that makes it too easy to get to the middle, I think. But I don't know. Can you be mod? maybe. But yeah, actually I think everything is in the geometry folder. It looks like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and update this real quick. It's been so long since I've updated it. So I'll do that real quick. Hopefully that's right. And I do remember, I try to remember the up arrow thing that you told me before mine mod. Alright, there we go. maybe actually, because most of the people that I had as moderators are inactive pretty much. There we go. Alright, back in game. Make the skybox alley. I don't know what that is, but also you can't have custom skyboxes for custom maps. Oh, that is so useful. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, you guys can go crazy in the chat. My mod for mod. Actually, it should be mod. I don't know why you guys aren't mods. God, I don't know. Gone, fair, silly. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You're my mod. I will make you a moderator because I don't know why you aren't. Oh, I had to go through all this stuff. Hold up. Oh, there are like 2 types of moderators now? Okay, I'll just do this off stream because I want to figure it out on stream. Yeah, the arrow key shortcuts are epic. Yeah, they're so nice. Mod for me? Yo, oh, I forgot. I forgot I did all this. Oh my gosh. Now, why is this area completely gone? Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Yeah, I got so many people here. I do not think I'm worthy of mod. Oh wait, you can just go. Wait. You can't go up here. Abundance of super jumps. Wait, that becomes invisible. That's so weird. Wait, you can't leave? What do you mean you can't leave? What does that mean? What does it mean you can't leave? Is the map that good? No. Oh, it's a buffer. Oh, that's really strange then. Okay, but yeah, you can still go up here. As it is, you can shoot across. Actually, I think I actually like how this is, but it's just too hard to see. Let me see what happens if I turn my graphics down. I'm curious if it still blocks squint. If anyone is willing to help me test that now. Wait, it doesn't go completely solid anymore. That's really good. Maybe it's map textures. That's what it was. Anyway, if anyone is here, can anyone help me see if you can see glint through the force wheel texture still? I'm curious if you guys see the glint at all. You see it? You can't see it. Oh no. How about if I go down here? Can you see it from below? It looks like you're just floating for me. It's so funny. Oh, okay. I'll have to figure something out for that. Because I don't want to just make it transparent because then it's gonna seem like a window from Performance Arena, and I don't want that. But the main part I'm really curious about is this area over here. So you can't even reset. Oh my gosh, what happens? Anyway, let me see. Okay, let me like do a quick rundown. So you spawn in. Let's say I spawn on this side. You go down here. You have two options: go left or straight. Going straight, you have the thing up there. You can show me in VC, maybe after stream, because I might end here soon. Yeah, because I do like that you can jump over this. It's kind of like, although I don't know, because I was thinking, wait, can you jump from here? Yeah, wait, if I like give it enough time for the, that would be a cool jump if you could like really figure out. I believe if you go at the right angle, it might work. How movement techy am I thinking? Wait, are you in stream? I don't know if I can talk to you. Yansky. Oh, Val. Okay, nice. So, okay, so how movement techy am I thinking? Actually, not that much. It's kind of strange that I would make a map that's not very into movement, but I think that benefits far too few people. I think I kind of like this building. I kind of like it. Anyway, so I don't want it to have too much movement in mind because I don't want that to like take priority, I guess. But of course I do want to have some room for like some super jumps, of course, and like some things here and there. But not that much. But yeah, I kind of like this thing here though. I think that might work. Current arena is only super jump tech. That is true, I guess, because like, yeah, it is really true. I don't want it to be quite that much. But also I don't want there to be quite as much verticality in the same sense as arena. There'll still be like a lot of verticality, but just not quite like that. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about having this tunnel thing for the bridge, because I think it's like great in concept, and I think it feels really natural, but like for such a short bridge, I don't think it's necessary. Especially since the map is already getting more and more claustrophobic as it goes on. Yo, Lynn! Oh my gosh, we got the whole squad in here. But I think, oh yeah, I forgot this is here. Yeah, that'd be super unnatural. I don't know if you guys still remember, but yeah. Kerosene and live fire and hydro have volt slide tech. I don't know if you're in, so chain movement is a lot more crazy. I don't know if you're in support of me adding that, but what, Lynn? I'm like actually like angry right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a second. Oh no, I got trolled, epically trolled. Meow, I guess. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the stream, by the way. It's good to see you here. For a second, I was worried because I thought like I couldn't rejoin, but it's okay. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I completely lost my train of thought. I got banned. No. Oh, is it like an actual ban? No, it's just a kick. Never mind. But basically, okay, so I was saying over here, like, yeah, this does not work at all, because like, it's supposed to be like a way to like get down there. Well, but you can just jump off. I don't know what the whole point of this is. I don't know why I thought about that. But you could just like, you could be sniping and you just fall down. That's like the worst idea I've ever had. Oh, it actually did show? Oh, nah. All the people. I don't even know. But I don't know. I'm still not sure how I feel about this building though, because I really like the idea of it, and I think in any given map, I would really like this. Collision is wonky. Let me see. Is it the collision on, yeah, I think I will make this go back up. I wanted to lower it down because it felt a bit unnatural as it was, but now it does feel weird again. But I will make it closer to arena, if that makes sense. Yeah, I started noticing that today. But yeah, I'll revert it back to how it was in original arena. In fact, I'll do that as soon as I get back to Roblox Studio. But yeah, no, I definitely see what you're saying with that. But I don't know, I'm very curious what you guys think of this whole... I don't know how to like point to it. This whole like part of the map that I've been working on this stream. Because I'm not sure if I'm making it too claustrophobic. I'm not sure if it's like the spawns are too disconnected essentially. You like the map? Oh, I appreciate that. That sounded like so like not genuine. But I don't know. I want to like this so much, but it just feels clunky, I guess. It just feels so like... See, buildings in the sky, haunted homestead flashbacks. Oh my gosh, you're right. I remember everyone hated haunted homestead so much. That was actually the funniest map. Everyone's like, ugh, they're putting in no effort. The devs don't care about the game. Let's see. And a secret Among Us somewhere around the map? I will definitely do that. Arena Man is coming back. I will try my best to do that. Let's see, OG Area 51 was a very tight space map, but I think it was one of the best maps. And that's the thing, everyone really likes it. And I am trying to do a lot of things similar to Legacy Area 51, where you have the whole crates corridor where you can like snipe all the way down, if you get what I'm saying. But I don't think people like Area 51 for like the light blue building area in the middle, if you get what I'm saying. That is true, it was the trademark comp map. And so, however, generally I think what comp players want actually pretty closely aligns to like actual maps, but I don't think it's one-to-one. But I mean generally comp players don't like the super cramped spaces, right? Or I'm not too sure about that. I don't like talk to that many comp players. Yo, welcome to the stream, little bozo. Right now I am testing out the map. Oh, it depends actually. I thought that was like a pretty universal opinion. Can you see? I do see you lay down. What are you doing? Oh, from your experience. Okay. I mean, because personally I do really like the cramped areas. Area had a lot of routing. I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry. I don't know all like the really technical terms. What are you doing? And it wasn't too cramped. I guess so. I mean, because personally I do really like the cramped areas, like the blue buildings and all that. But that's not a very widely held opinion. A lot of cover, so there's a lot of decision making to be had. That is a good point. I do want there to still be a lot of cover while still being open, because it's still, at the end of the day, is supposed to be very much inspired by Arena. It's about to go down on the server. I still want it to be like Arena, and I think this map is completely disconnected from Arena if we have the super like everything everywhere. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what to do for the whole sniper's nest situation with like sniping across here. Call it close quarters. I mean, I do want this map to have a lot of close quarters focus, but you can have close quarters focus without feeling too cramped, if that makes sense. I think there's like a difference between Deval, which is in testing right now, and Convoy, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's a very good comparison to draw. Let's see, but I think the outer ring on OG Arena is a problem. Yeah, that's definitely a huge problem. And that's one of the main things I wanted to fix with this map. My replacement for the ring is these things up here, and I think... Do you think that's an improvement? I think it's an improvement, but do you think it's like the optimal improvements, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Also, yo, welcome to the stream. Got you later, I guess. Welcome. Let's see, there's too many gaps around OG Arena, so the very center of Arena is the strongest position. What do you mean by gaps? Do you mean there's just like not enough cover in general? Because when I think of the strongest position is like the sort of like the high up places with the ramps that go down into that go down into the spawns, if you know what I'm saying. Like generally that's my go-to spot because there's so much cover there and it's on the high ground. Add a cave and no callouts. I probably don't know callouts. But I am. I'm still not sure how I feel about this building. It all depends on what you guys think about this building. Or like the idea of having a building here in the first place. I don't know if you guys think it could be polished up more. Box. I don't know what box you're talking about. Boats. Cozy. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Your new. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I like that place. Although I have to. I kind of want to keep this because this place is like really cozy. And at least down to here. I still don't know what to do with all this area, but I don't know. Let's see. The center king of the hill area. Distance to the stairways are huge with no way to move across. The center king of the hill area. The outer. Are you saying like the okay, I don't know the reference. Oh, sound nothing. Oh, sorry, I completely read that wrong. Their pathways that are painfully Okay, so I want to make sure you are getting this. Or I want to make sure I'm getting this right. So, if you see my screen, I don't know how much the stream is delayed for you, but I'm assuming you're talking about the hill area, which is this place, to the ramps on the side, and then you have the ring up there. That's what I'm assuming you mean. And if that is the case, then okay, I think I get what you're trying to say. If that's the case, you're talking like all the pathways that are up there, and yeah, those are super atrocious in terms of cover. I hope I'm getting this right. Yes? Okay. Hopefully that's a good yes. So do you think that all the solutions I am working on right now are like viable solutions or like optimal basically? Like do you think having I'm sorry, do you think having like these buildings on the side would be good? Let's see. If I made a map, I would add a giant hammer that launches you across it. Well, sadly I can't do that in Bad Business custom maps. I don't have the tools to do that, sadly. But that would be really cool. Yeah, it works. I'm not sure. Oh, I mean like the ideas work, sorry. Okay. I'm still just not sure how I feel about having so many buildings in Arena, because it's just not a map with buildings. Oh, I can actually see the skin on this in third person. Oh yeah, I mean the daggers, yeah. Wait. Oh, you mean wait, why wait. Wait, hold on. I don't have third person skins enabled. That's actually really interesting. Wait, is this? I need to know what you did. I don't know this glitch. Wait, let me see over here real quick. Sorry, I'm not listening. Oh, you think the tunnel is good? Okay. I think I like it so much in concept, but like the tunnel is just so short that like I don't know. Get back here? No. Oh wait, that's like a mod item. That's actually so cool. I thought that was just like he somehow like glitched that in. Or if he did, then I must know. Let's see, stream delay is a bit. Oh, it's a bit huge. Okay, so what you can do. I believe if you switch it to 2x speed, it'll actually catch up. It's because YouTube is so annoying. Cause like, it doesn't put you to the most current point. So, if you switch to 2x speed, you should. I think the delay will go down to like 2 seconds. I think, hopefully. It's so weird. I don't know why it's like that. I really hate that. I think they'll have like a giant thing at the top of the screen being like, set it to 2x speed to actually be live. But yeah, then the 2x speed will turn off when you're actually up there. I mean, you can change the speed of the playback because you can like rewind and all that. But like, that's how you put it on 2x speed as a life hack. Oh, it sounded funny. Oh, but you can change the speed and change it to 2x will basically go all the way up until the current moment. Because when you first join, it puts you like 10 seconds behind for some reason, and it's so weird. But yeah, hopefully now it's like very current. It's a lot better. Okay. Hopefully, my bad by the way. I should probably like put that at the top of the stream just so people do that, because Yeah. Let's see. You got Silver Tomahawk? Oh yeah. I got like 70 kills on it yesterday, I think. Surprisingly... Oh, there it is. It's surprisingly easy to use. But yeah. But I would definitely recommend the Tomahawk over the throwing knives. The throwing knives are just completely outclassed. Do I have you? I do have you. I actually just got Heartbeat a few weeks ago too. I think I have up to like 130 Damascuses right now. Show me one more weapon I have? Alright, let's see. I'm sorry. I'm such a no life. I'm sorry. But I will get back to the map after this. Yo, you have the chargeable gun! That is the one mod item that I do have. You just have to get Jade. That's... Alright. Sorry, I completely forgot how to respond. So let me see what you're saying. This spot feels a lot more higher than the other spots. You mean the circular area? Because if that's the case, then that is exactly what I intended for. One, I get here, not ready for my hog. Let's see. Basically, what I'm trying to say is this high area is very intentionally the highest point, because my idea for this is to be very high risk, high reward. The whole point of this platform is that you can shoot straight through it, but you can still stand on it. I need to communicate that a bit better because it's weird. Basically, the point of this is that up here you have the best vantage point of the entire map, but you pretty much have no cover, so it's very high risk, high reward. And so I think that's a good idea. I don't know. It's basically like the thing about like the live fire walkway at the top, but like much more practical. So I really like it in concept, but it'd be better to get it balanced. And we have whatever that is over there. But yeah, this I haven't set up the collision for this part yet, so you can still not shoot through that. But yeah, but this is essentially supposed to be like the chain link platforms from like storage. I think I just made it a bit too transparent though. But alright, I do appreciate all the feedback for this. I'm gonna change a few more things. I'm gonna try to read the chat in here. I think it would be easier if you guys... I don't know how easy it is for you guys to communicate in stream chat, but that is what I'll be able to read easier if I'm in Roblox Studio. But yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna switch over real quick. Also check here occasionally. But let me quickly switch over. There we go. That's not just to get you guys to watch the stream, by the way. That's... Anyway, sorry. Alright, so now we're back. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to move this back up to where it used to be, because I completely agree with what you said about how it feels unnatural. At first I thought like the original one was unnatural, but now looking at it, then I definitely think... Also, do you have textures off? I meant to ask this. Also, sorry, I just looked back at the Roblox chat. Because if you have textures off, I'm very curious how this isn't like the octagonal wall, how that looks for you. Like, is this just a solid color for you? Oh, it is transparent. I mean, do you have textures on or off? Because I'm pretty sure with textures off. Oh, really? Oh, I also changed the transparency of them, so that's why. Never mind. I forgot that I did that. Whoops. I forgot I did that. Yeah, I set them all to half transparent. Let's see. You could put a grip. Sorry, I could put a grip and oil can on daggers, but it freezes my game when you click on it to see stats in the menu because it tries to load the recoil chart and says 100 pellets. Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. I'll just leave this as it is for now. What else was I gonna change? I forgot what I was gonna say. I know I said something specifically, but I just already forgot it. Oh yeah, I guess I'll get rid of this because... Oh yeah, I mean to move these upwards actually. They have 52 right now. I'll move them back up to 54, how they used to be. Because... yeah, because as it stands right now, you can just jump right up there, and that's not what I want. Although maybe, I don't know. Because I think if you can jump up there, if you're like sniping from here, I don't want it to be that easy to attack. You could run up here, just like attack them, and there'd be like absolutely no way to like foresee that. I think you should have. I like to walk the middle ground between Hydro, where you have windows that overlook the entire map, and Mayday, where you can just light up the plane wing and just be at the sniper spot with pretty much no warning. Be right back. Alright, sorry. I very rarely check the Roblox chat, so I'm sorry. Whoops, wrong tab. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I don't want to say I'm pretty happy with all this, but I think it seems decent so far. But then I need to figure out what to do with this side. I feel like if I have a window here, or the building here, then I can't have another one over there, because that would devalue this in my own terms. I love the map with the broken down airplane, just to go up the wing. That's the thing, because like basically everyone that has given me feedback for this map has talked about the slopes, and there actually are those sorts of slopes on the side over here. But I'm not planning on keeping them. That's what I meant earlier when I said this map won't be too movement savvy. Also, yo, welcome to this. Welcome here. Anyway, but yeah, there are the ramps on the sides, but these I am getting rid of them. They were just for testing, and I still haven't gotten rid of them yet. But I mean, I think they're really fun, and I do love these, but I think this is just far too strong, and if this were to be put in the game, realistically, Hydro rocks are cracked. Yeah, that's true. The rocks on that map are crazy. And realistically, being in the middle of the map with basically complete cover from the enemy team, I'm gonna keep sliding up here with the best vantage point of the entire map while like moving in midair. Like this part is just too overpowered. Like already on Chernobyl and Hydro, such a high amount of the time I play is just sliding on the things. I think that just kind of breaks the map. So I think for balance purposes, I will not keep these. Although I do want to. However, something I've said multiple times is I do want to have a smaller version of this, where it's not as much dependent on like FPS. Where instead of this, I actually did this in the Canary revamp, where instead of going up like that high, it would be like, say from here to like here or so, and you would just like, you can just run up it basically. Like Bazaar and PF, I'm not too sure what part of the map you're talking about. I am familiar with the map, but I just don't know exactly what you're referring to within it, because it's been a few years since I played that map, I think. There's a whole like, oh, I remember that. That was like one of the Halloween maps, right? Like the sewer thing, like on the far like side of the map. Oh, I remember that. See, like if you were to die as a trade-off, that would make much more sense. Or if there's like fall damage or something. You should make a meme map where you only get kills with super jump. That'd actually be crazy. You could do overtime damage. That actually is a really cool idea. That's actually a really sick concept for a map. Like you do damage like while you're up in the air, but sadly I can't implement that with custom maps right now. I don't have the tools for that. Floor is lava. That'd be another cool idea. Various times I actually thought about doing that. Okay, this is actually completely sidetracked. But I actually wanted to do a sort of floor is lava type thing with my idea of a waterways revamp. Oh, sorry, Boship. I was referring to something in the oh my gosh, wait, I'm not even sharing the in-game chat. My bad. Hold up. Let me switch back real quick. I'm sorry. I'm like reading off both chats right now, both the in-game chat and the stream chat. But no, I do get what you were saying. I'm sorry. Wait, where'd the stream go? Wait, did I? Okay, sorry about that. I lost the stream real quick, but I'm back now. But yeah, but basically what I was gonna say is that I had a floor is lava idea thing for a waterways revamp, where the water on the map would essentially be lava, I guess I would say. And so the point of that map is a sort of like, it's actually pretty similar to this, where like you have to like funnel people through like the bridges, and the bridges would be really interesting to fight on. And I think that would make for a kind of cool map, although it would be really annoying to just die to water. The floor is lava tower. I'm not quite sure what that is. Like, the lava rises or something. But actually that the floor is low. It's I think it actually is possible within custom maps, because I can just move this down to like -500 where the world destroy radius, whatever it's called, whatever that is, and I actually can manage to do that. So I could do that, but I don't know. It depends on where I go from here. But also, it's super annoying because then, like, if you're in a fight, and since dying by falling off the map doesn't count as a death, you could just like, you could just always just like die in the water to not lose. Let's see. Is a tower that you get up, like an obstacle course type thing, or like an actual map? Let's see. Tidewater mentioned. That is true, but not what I meant by the waterways thing is that like he would just like instantly die. Or actually no, I did intend it for it to be more like waterways. Never mind. Sorry. I completely got that mixed up. I mean tides. Sorry. But like Tidewater, but like more extreme, more like Molotov damage. Because Tidewater, oh, the lava rises. Yeah, that would be really cool. But I don't have the tools for that. But yeah, I think experimenting with those sort of damage things would be pretty cool. Oh, nah. Guys, do not look in the Roblox chat. I do not condone that. Whatever else streamers have to say. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to Roblox Studio. Hold up. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, anyway. Let me get back to... Let me see if I can at least figure out something for this area. Let's see. Oh, gee, a minigame could be like... I don't have those tools. That would be cool, though. That would be cool. Yeah, that'd be really funny, but I can't do that. Also, I can't really see the Roblox chat right now, so if you guys do say something there, I'll be pretty slow to respond. I think I'm gonna make this a third of the bridge isn't covered. I think that's a bit too much. I think 15 would be like about a fourth. I think even 12 is about right. That sounds good to me. Maybe even 10 could go down to enough. Let's see. We're only able to place parts in custom maps and use messages. Exactly. Yeah, that's basically it. So we can't make anything like moving or anything like that. Sadly. This is really uneven and it's really bothering me, but I can fix that later. But I'm happy with how this is. I'm not sure how to go about this. I don't know. I'm thinking back to sorry, I'm thinking back to Legacy Cargo with the bridges on that map that are so like obnoxiously big. And for instance, like that top area, really the only way to get there is from either of the bridges. Although you can do parkour, but like the most convenient way is like a mile run down a bridge. And so I don't want to have a repeat of that where like the only way is to get on top of the wall area is by bridge. Although I think it is better implemented here just because the bridges are shorter and they're two and there's more cover and all that, but I still don't know. And then you have the crates and all that, and then you can probably use those to get up as well. And I'm not sure if that is really what I want. I really want the geometry of the map to be like in control rather than you can just go wherever you want, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I'll experiment with that over here. What did I do? I don't know what I just did. But yeah, why can't I move? Hello? My keyboard is acting really weird right now. I can move in Bad Business, but I can't move in Roblox Studio. And oh, now I can. Okay, that was super weird. I don't know what just happened then. I feel like we need more movement for lower level players. What do you mean? I'm actually kind of curious what you mean by that. Because I'm trying not to go like too overboard with the movement for high level players, which is why I'm trying to limit the amount of super jumps and of course the ramps and all that. But I'm curious what I mean by movement for lower level players. I'm really not sure how I want to make you go up to this bridge. I'm still not even sure about the idea of having bridges in the first place. And I have to figure out what to do with these. Yeah, this is a really weird map. I think this might be able to work. I think I'll keep this area too because I really like that. I don't know. It's actually getting a lot harder to add stuff onto this map as I go on because everything like conflicts with each other. Like, okay, so basically, let's see. To go over the a bunches of okay, I see what you're saying. These okay, so basically, all the boxes and props like that, these are not like final. Really, this is just like as a placeholder. In the end, there won't be this many boxes to super jump on. But I do see your concern, and yeah, I'll try to limit that quite a bit. Although down here, this likely will have the same, if not more, density of these sorts of things, but I'm not exactly sure. There isn't too much of a benefit. There kind of is, because if you super jump, oh, you're not super jumping that high. I don't know. Let's see. You're so epic. You've been here since the start. That is true. You've been here for a while, and I really appreciate your company. Also, yo, welcome one. I'm sorry. I didn't realize your name at first. I'm sorry. I will try to figure out. I'm curious what you think of the movement situation as this map goes on. Because I think it's going to get a bit better, but I'm not sure if in the end it's going to be quite as good as you're hoping it is. For lower level players, I mean. If that makes sense. So I'd appreciate your input as that goes on. Let's see. Wow, I've almost been live for 3 hours. Yeah, I'm still very unsure what to do for this side. I mean, cause like realistically, I can only really imagine like seven v7 at most, maybe. Let's see. And yes, you can super jump from the bottom box to the edge where you were saying. Are you saying from down here all the way up to there? Oh my gosh. Wait, let me see that actually. I tried to get a bit better at super jumping. Let's see. Okay, I just looked in the chat. You can't really add on much since it's a very work in progress project. I do appreciate you understanding that. Yo, El Sartan, Arena 2? This might be Arena 2. It's not confirmed to be put in the game as of yet. Oh, that is true. You can actually super jump all the way from there. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's actually kind of insane. Okay, thank you for pointing that out. I'll definitely try to figure that out. Arena 2, that's sort of what it's planned to be, although this project is sort of... Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. I completely forgot to say that. But Arena 2, I don't know if I'd call this Arena 2 at this point, because it's turning into such a different map than... Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot I'm not sharing the right thing. Whoops, there we go. All that really happened is that he super jumped from... Oops, I completely messed up. I can super jump from the very bottom box all the way up to here, if I'm actually good at it. But the hope is that this is gonna be a better version of... More of like a spiritual successor. Whoops, I'll let you go. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely more of like a, I would say like a cargo revamp than, I can't think of the other map that I'm thinking of. But I don't know what to do about all of these, because I do want to have some room for super jumping. It's really weird. I want to have super jumping just for fights, but I don't want it to be there for movement. Like, I don't want you to be able to super jump up to here, because this is supposed to be like a serious roadblock and a traversal across the map. So I'm not sure how to get that to happen. I guess I'll just make these... I'm just imagining like these like singular giant crates. I don't think that'd be very fun to play with, but I don't know. Height bar? Oh, like adding like a that's what I was thinking, yeah. That'd be hilarious, but I don't think I could realistically implement that. While also Oh yeah, also wait. Oh no, I didn't touch it, never mind. But I don't think I can implement that while also having the openness, if that makes sense. That's actually the funniest idea, oh my gosh. Hmm. So many things to consider here. Let's see. Why is the military made of glass? That's a really good question. So, okay, first let me just start from the beginning. So, this middle area, uh, let's see. Wait, are you gonna make the bottom of this pillar into smaller pillars? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, that you mean? I have no clue what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, so basically, to answer your question, El Sartan, basically, my idea for the top part of the map, this part of the map has the best. It's like the best vantage point of their whole map. Like you can see pretty much the whole map from here. You have the high ground. It's a very strong spot. So in order to make it fair and balanced, and sort of like a risk and reward type thing, I made so the floor is you can stand on it, but you can see through it and you can shoot through it. So if you're standing up here, then you basically have no cover from everyone that's over there. So basically, in order to get like the best viewpoint of the map, you're gonna have basically no cover. So it's a very, as I said, high risk, high reward. And as for this middle thing, I'm experimenting with having this so you can also shoot through it, but I haven't set the collision yet, so you can still. It's just work in progress for this, but that is my plan as of now. So I'm very curious to see what you have to think about that. It's very much like the chain link platforms. Yeah, like Livefire. That's a really good example of it. Yeah, that's exactly what this is gonna be like. But yeah, I just wish there was a better way for me to like communicate this, because as it stands, it's very confusing unless you like know exactly what it is. But yeah, it'll be exactly like the thing in Livefire, except hopefully a bit more useful, I guess, because that one it's not really utilized that much. All right, I'm gonna go back to Roblox Studio and try to. I still don't know how long I'm gonna be live for. I keep thinking that I'm gonna end the stream soon, but I keep wanting to stream for longer, so we'll see. Anyway, that's right. I wanted to work on this area. I'm still not sure what I wanted to do here. I'm not sure how I want to handle. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. I'm not sure how I want to handle. Okay, there are a bunch of things I don't know how to handle. In the meantime, I'm gonna move this back and whoops, and move this back. And the wall was there, so I'm gonna move. Why is this black? I don't know why this has a black outline. Did I use a plugin or something? I've never seen that before. Does anyone know what this is? This is really creepy. I don't know why there's a black outline around it. Did I do that? Wait, hold up. Hold up. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is. Okay, I'll just revert all of that. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna turn this back into sort of an hourglass shape because I was thinking like I want the middle area to sort of be like, I do want there to be like fights that take place on top of like the wall area, and so I think in its current state it's far too open for that. So I'm thinking that I will sort of bring back these walls actually, maybe to make it a bit more like segmented, if that makes sense. So you have like this area, this area, and this area, and so then it's not just like a line to just like shoot down basically, if that makes sense. And that's why I removed or reverted this part, because otherwise you could just jump around the side. Although you probably still can, but I don't know. I'm just looking back at the Roblox chat, sorry. Um, um, oh yeah, they buffed the Mark 6 a lot, yeah. Um, okay, anyway, so going back to this, I don't know. This is a very interesting place. I'm thinking about this area is so weird. I think I'll just move this up. I mean, really, what is the point of this? Really, I think I really think that I can just get rid of this. Let me quickly actually remove the orientation. Okay, yeah, so actually, I'm gonna get rid of this for now. Cause really, like, what is the map missing if that's gone? I mean, it doesn't make sense for this to just be a floating circle, but I could like make it look more realistic if I had supports, I guess. How about I try doing that now? Yeah, I can make that work, but for now it doesn't really matter, so. It's too opaque with force field texture. Or, sorry, too transparent with force field texture. Let me see a good texture that I can use for this. It's really annoying how the scrolling works in Roblox Studio. I'll see until I find a texture that I really like. Also, there are a lot of new textures lately. This one, yeah, this is one of the new ones. Some of the textures actually look quite good in some cases. Neon? Nah, that's not gonna work. I also need to find one that doesn't block the glint. Because I believe glass and force field do, like, block glint. Yeah, glass would not work. And same with force field. I'm really not finding any textures. I might just have to go with concrete or, like, smooth plastic or something. I can't believe there's a cardboard texture. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I'll just go with smooth plastic and see where that goes. This looks so weird, just having a floating circle. But it's worth a try, I guess. And hopefully all the collision stuff is still set up. Let me make this a bit more transparent, actually. Or 0.75, there we go. Because that way, if you have textures disabled, you should still see out the same as the one with textures. And then graphics shouldn't matter either, so this should be the most fair way to do things. I just looked back at Roblox and anyway. Hold up. Alright, sorry about that. Oops, sorry. Let me just check something real quick. Anyway, so sorry, I got really sidetracked there. Okay, so I'm not too sure what else I should do with this stream. I think at this point I've done most of the things that I thought of before stream, and so I think if I want to continue much further, I would definitely have to talk to some more people and think things through, especially for here, because I would take a lot of thinking to figure out a reasonable thing to do for this. But I really should end the stream kind of soon, maybe like another 20 minutes or so. I don't think 20 minutes is that soon, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, sorry. Okay. Let me finish up the last few things then. Yeah, I'll just build a wall down here, I guess. It's gonna be really weird because that's gonna be like sticking out, I guess. Or actually, no, I guess not. Because the ramp would have previously been back here, which would have made more sense, but now it's, yeah, but that works good enough, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It must be centered. Okay, there we go. I think this is sensible. I don't know, this is kind of, it's still kind of weird. Um, hmm. I, I think I'll keep it like this. Yeah, I think this works. So, I guess I'll start setting up my objectives for next stream. So for next stream, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do here. That's the main thing. The main thing is figuring this out. Oh my gosh, sorry. And really that's the main thing. Most of the things I could think of are pretty well accomplished. The walls. Are you referring to these? I'm also not sure how far behind you are. You might want to switch to 2x speed just to catch up to get to real time. Anyway, I was considering earlier making these, wait. I forgot to move this up. I did consider earlier making these more like the Brazil windows, basically. Because that goes pretty well with my... I don't know how wide this should be. 132 and 132. Okay, I see. Because yeah, the Brazil windows I think goes with my philosophy of making the map look fun. And also because I primarily want this to be sniper versus sniper interaction. I don't want it to be... Yeah, I don't want it to be like snipers versus the enemy spawn. The main point of this is to counteract spawn camping and counteract the other snipers. Because I think that's actually really the most optimal way to have sniping in this game. In my eyes, at least. I think that's actually a pretty smart idea. But that isn't really precedented, so... Sorry about that. Okay. So I don't know, maybe one side I will experiment with making it more like the Brazil windows. Let me actually bring this over here so I have a better point of reference. Okay, and so... Alright, I see. So... Wait, let me actually just bring this up, because that'll make things easier. Or no, I guess a circle would be the easiest. If this is 46, I believe? 44, that's it, yeah. Okay. So if I were to use this as reference, within the 44 side thing, if I were to split this into 3 windows, let me actually, hold up, there's a better way to do this. But I'm not thinking, you know, my brain is like dead right now. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't think of anything. What is a reasonable width for a Brazil window? 8 studs maybe? To me that sounds reasonable, but I'm not sure. So let's just say this is window 1 and then window 2 and then window 3. Does that work? I don't know if that works. That's a really interesting idea, but I don't know. I'll probably just finish up with this and then end this stream, I guess. Or this and a few other things, I mean. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think this is cool. Hold on. Alright, we're good. These windows might be a bit too big, actually. That's my thought, at least. Let me move this across, because it should be perfectly lined up, if I'm correct. Yes, they are lined up. Okay, so yeah, this is like 1-to-1 lined up. The thing is this really engaging sniper play? You're just shooting from window to window. That's like, is that what people want when they're sniping? Is that what people do? People practice with snipers to get better at sniping, to essentially play a game of like whack-a-mole, basically? I don't know. That now I'm starting to not feel so certain about this, because it's just really a test of reflexes with anything. I don't know. Can I get a meow? I don't know, meow. I don't want to like do something to get you like canceled. I'm scared, because I'm not like super like in the internet culture these days. Yeah, for now I'll just put that there, and then move this over as well. Wait, okay, I need to figure out. Okay, hold up. So this is what I tried to figure out last stream. How do I end up typing in here? Because sometimes I just manage to start typing and I don't know how. Wait, why? Wait. I have to figure out how to do this, because this is like... Wait, it just stays there? Wait, how did I never notice that? You can just... What? Oh my gosh. No. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make an apology video. Okay, anyway. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Man, it's very unnatural. I try to make a joke on stream. I need to like get more natural with that. I don't know. This is very interesting. This is a very like built up map, if that makes sense. So much going on. And is that the best way to do things? Because that's how Arena was. But Arena wasn't dense like this is dense. I mean, I don't know, because like, just at a quick look. Like, okay, so a quick look at the canal revamp without really like analyzing anything. It just looks fun, I guess. Like, you can just look at it and be like, oh yeah, like that's like logical improvement over the original map. At least from all the opinions that I've seen. And like when I look at this now, like I just look at it and I'm like, yeah, this looks like a fun map. But like when I really think about it, there's so many like just issues I have with it, and I just can't. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know that feeling. Oh man, hold up. Let me check something real quick. Alright, there we go. I don't know. I'm just thinking through things right now. I'm really scared to like just like not talk, but like I just like really want a moment to just like sit here, because I'm also like tired right now. Let's see. It vaguely resembles like, yeah, it really vaguely resembles it, just in colors. I don't know how long you've been following the project, but there have been a lot of times where I'm actually debating on if I should just make this like a castle themed map, because that's why you have that's why this actually looks like a castle, just for me to test it. Because really, more than anything, like this resembles sort of a castle where you have like castle type architecture, and like you have the walls over here. Like this could like, if I were to just make this look like a castle, it would fit perfectly. You have like sort of like the moat right here, maybe, I don't know, but it does look like that. And so part of it is because I just think that makes it look fun, but also like there are no castle maps in Bad Business, so that could work very well. So I don't know, I'm very I'm still considering doing that. Oops, okay. Anyway, I'm trying to think of what else I could add real quick before I end stream. Yeah, I don't. These windows are so weird. Okay, I'll just add like a roof type, not a roof, but like just add like a higher thing to the windows, just so it looks a bit less confusing. Plus, okay, that's 20. There we go. I don't know. Is this really the best way to handle sniping in this game? I would have to see that in game to really find out. Maybe 3 windows was one too many windows. Maybe. Because it does look like a lot of windows in a really small space, and I do see that. I was thinking to sort of like make it seem like Brazil. I want to bring back like I sort of want to like relive the memories of like Bad Business when it was in alpha, back when people used to like snipe in Brazil. Because back then like the bullet velocity was so slow. Like Brazil is actually like a sniper map. But yeah, things have changed a lot since then. I don't know. I feel like 2 windows would be too little, but I mean, I think you might be onto something with only having 2 windows. Yeah, actually, I think I agree with that now that I think about it. I think for now I'll leave it just to try it in game first, but I will remember that and I will consider that. And 17 more windows. I mean, this is supposed to this is supposed to be like a sniper map, so like I really do need to accommodate the snipers. My gosh, 17 windows. Maybe I should make this sort of resemble the live fire building. Actually, I just realized this goes against everything I've been saying the whole time for the sniping spots. Because this is like so easy to defend. Because the only ways up and down are just like through the ramps that are in the spawns. So like I do think that's an issue. I'll have to figure that out too. Alright, I'm starting to... I think I've done about everything that I can realistically do this stream. I've said that every time. Okay, let me just... Yeah, I mean, I can't really... I don't want to say I can't think of anything else, because I can think of plenty of things, but... Yeah, okay, I guess I'll just put this... I'll just update the map real quick, and then... I guess I'll end the stream, because I really do need to actually do other stuff. Hold up. This should only take like a minute or so. I still remember the haunted homestead comment. That's really funny. Let's see. We should make a riot shield Congo line. Oh my gosh. Were you there? Wait, were any of you guys there for like the riot shield family? If not, you should definitely check out the video by Zamp. That was probably my favorite memory from this entire game. Because basically it was just like me and like some other people. We're just using riot shields, and like slowly the entire server. Why is the console cleared? That's really weird. Oh, because I got kicked. Oh my gosh. Lynn! Okay, anyway. But that'd be really funny, but... Actually, let me try to find that video real quick. I'm gonna post it in the chat if you guys are curious. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is it. Hold up. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I got so sidetracked right now. Here, that's... Oh, I can post links. Nice. Okay, so there's the video by Zemp, and then, and then I have a, an unlisted video of, a clip from it. I mean, I'm like the worst streamer. I'm like making people like stop watching my streams. Anyway. Alright, time to see the map in game. Oh my eye. Let me start about that. Honestly, my first time ever interacting with the community. Are you saying right now, you mean? So if that's the case, then I suddenly feel like really... Oh yeah, these windows are massive. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't really... I feel like... I guess this is a community. I don't know why, but like I just don't really consider it that. Since like I only really talk with people like in game. Well, I never really thought about it like that, but that does... Sorry, that does make sense. But yeah, the windows definitely are too big. Let's see. Don't join the bad business server. People in... Oh my gosh. I mean, I've been in the bad business server, and I don't talk 90% of the time. So, you'll live. Anyway, but yeah, I think, sorry. I think that Alsartan, you were right. I'll definitely consider the thing about having two windows, but I think it'd be better if I just had smaller windows. Because I hopefully see the same size as Brazil, but these are just like massive. So yeah, I guess I'll have to figure out what to do with these. I don't know what's going on over there. I just shot through a riot shield, alright. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I should probably... You know, I'll fix that right now, just so I remember, because I'll probably forget otherwise. Hold up. Whoops, I accidentally... There we go. Let's see. I keep forgetting to like copy and paste the bad business dummy. I don't know how I forget. But it's like I did that so much on other maps, and yeah, right? Oh my gosh, yeah, these are huge. So yeah, let me make these like... Is that too small? I think that's a bit too small. Let me make it like... Wait. There, that should be good. And then if I also make them shorter too, that would probably work. How wide are they? 8? So they're 5 studs wide. And yeah, 7. Okay, that seems 120 with Brazil windows, just from looks. But I would have to test it in game to actually confirm. Oh yeah, but that's so much better. Oh my gosh, yeah. Do you think... I'll start. Do you think 3 windows is fine in this case, or do you still think 2 windows would be better for this? Also, am I saying your name right? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. They look more reasonable now? Yeah, I did not realize just how big they were. Okay, this should be good now. Alright. But, whoops. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm actually being... anyway. No, super jump. Yo, I actually made it. Yo. Anyway. Because those were, aren't large, they were large. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're actually crazy. But yeah, okay, sorry, I'm like really running out of things to say here. Homestead. But anyway, I don't know if I'm happy with the progress after this. It's kind of strange, but I actually, oh, I forgot to remove the collision. I am so sorry. Wait, is it right? Midnight to get the riot shield. Anyway, it's haunted homestead. Anyway, I don't know. It's actually kind of weird. Like I've I think it looks fun, but like I've actually lost some confidence in this map because I just feel like this is such a weird way to go, and it you'd really have to play test it a lot to really be comfortable with this. Old wire damage from Homestead can be scary. I don't know why. I feel like everyone's too like intimidated by the damage. It's like it does like barely any, but the main thing is the regeneration. That's the huge problem. But I mean, this part is really satisfying to jump on. So I don't know. I feel like I should add more in the way of stuff like this, and less in the way of like super jumping. Whoops. Let's see. It was like everywhere. Oh yeah. There's so much regen cancel. I don't remember it back then. I don't even remember. I remember seeing Homestead in the PTR. You know, Homestead was really weird. It's one of those maps that was like in the PTR like months and months before it was released. I wonder what the story was behind that. But I don't remember what the... I do remember people complaining about it, but I don't remember just how bad it was. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to... I don't know. I don't know if my approach is smart by making this like an actual wall that you can't traverse unless you plan ahead. I really don't know if that's the right way to do things. Because I was thinking like it'd be a cool like novel approach to bad business maps, but at the same time like, what's going on inside the middle building? Oh, down here. This is the I have no clue what this is, but this is sometimes random like leftover assets are just on all the maps for some reason. So this is 0 in Roblox Studio. So you can also see Body here, the dude. Man, this is done on all the maps. So, but yeah, check out Crackdown. That is actually a great idea, and I think I will do that. I'm just trying to think of any final. Oh my gosh, I blinked and I fell. Anyway, what was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna say, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, it was about getting up here. Oh, I wanted to see what this is like. I don't know how I feel about this. I think I'd have to make a more distinct doorway instead of this weird pillar thing. Because I do want to have sort of like... This completely does not fit with my vision. Because I want... You can still see right through it, so I don't think I really accomplished my goal at all with this. Also, I'm not sure what the no is for. Oh, we got some drama going on up here. Yo, what's up? Schmop. Sorry, I have to remember everyone's name. I met so many people lately. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. There are a lot of parts of this map that I'm starting to lose my confidence in. But if you guys think this is good, then yeah. Oh, he may have trick stabbed him. I see. What are you guys doing? Man, it's so nice to have people like in a bad business private server, because like it reminds me of like the days on like Strucid, because like everyone used to always be in private servers then, but in bad business I haven't really had the same experience. But I don't think you guys care too much about that. But yeah, I guess I will slowly start to end stream. If you guys have any final concerns for this map that you'd like me to hear? I feel like I'm a teacher all of a sudden. But now would be a good time for any of that. Also, Yobo, welcome back to the chat. Also, what's up? Okay, so I don't know if you're in the stream right now, if you can hear me. I'm sorry, the face just looks really funny. Oh, you're watching it? Okay, great. So originally that's how it was, but I'm hesitant to add that. So I'm trying very hard to figure out how to balance these sniper nest areas, and by being able to jump up there, there was basically, the snipers were basically defenseless, because because basically you couldn't see unless you're like really paying attention. But like you could so easily just go up here, and boom, and you're already like up there. So that's why I have it the way it is. But I do see like the clunkiness in that, so I might change it back. But I am considering it. But right now, I think I would rather keep it as it is. Maybe add another way to do it. What's for class? Right now they have too much defense. That is true. So my idea, okay, so my idea for this is that I wanted to make this primary. Okay, so another thing is that if your team is good, if you have like a really good team that's like spawn camping, they're gonna basically control this middle area, which is my assumption. And with that, they basically have control of both of these sniper nest areas. And one of my ideas was for the sniper nest areas to sort of act as a line of defense for spawn camping. So for instance, if the team over there, this might not be making any sense whatsoever, but if the team over there is like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so if one team is really strong, then the idea is that the sniper's nest area actually has a better viewpoints of their own spawn to counteract spawn camping, since I'm assuming, just my assumption, the match is either going to take place on one side of the map or the other. But that is just out of assumption right now, and I would have to actually seriously play test it for really good, to really figure that out. But I am really considering all that. I think that's about everything I have to mention. I know you guys aren't on the Bad Business Discord server, and I don't blame you, but the best place to leave feedback is on the thread I have in there. But if not, you guys can message me wherever else if you guys think of anything. What was that? Anyway, but I think that's about all I have to mention. Oh, I have to guess who you are? Oh my gosh. I'll figure it out someday. My brain is too tired right now. My life was very crazy the past 24 hours. What is even happening in this server anymore? This is the most serious Roblox Studio stream. It's actually so weird. Like these Roblox Studio streams have been getting like crazy recommendations to people, and they probably don't have no idea what Bad Business even is. So I'm just imagining some random guy just skipping to this part and just being so confused. Also, yo, welcome to the private server. Alright, but I think if that's all we have to say, I think I will switch to Crackdown now, just so we can all test that out as well, and so I can give feedback. But I think it's weird to see that the right actually goes through the wall. Whoops, my bad. You're gonna go back to work on the concept? Oh yeah, of course. I don't know if you can hear from me. It was good to see you. I have to look at it again. Oh my gosh, everyone's just dying. Alright, but I will now test out Crackdown. Alright, hold up. Let me quickly get the link. I saw where you had it posted, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. Whoops, wrong one. My finger. Oh my gosh, there's like something on my finger, but I can't tell what it is. Oh, you have a lot of maps here. I'm guessing it's Crackdown 2.4. That's the most recent one I see, so I'm gonna copy that. Let's see. I know Finway is against balancing around super jumping. What? Against balancing around? Are you saying like Finway doesn't want there to be super jumping? Is that basically what you're trying to say? Bye, Irina. I'm sorry. Because if that's what you're saying, if Finway doesn't want there to be super jumping, let's see. Is he ignoring this? Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Actually, I'll finish that thought right before I spawn in, because I'll get sidetracked. But my thoughts on bouncing around super jumping. Oh, he doesn't want it to be a thing. I don't actually have a set opinion on that. On my previous custom maps, there was a ton of super jumping in mines, because one of them was designed to be a map for comp, and the other two were more for, they were like very self-aware as private server maps. But for this arena revamp, which I I'm designing it as if it's going to put in the game. I want there to be some super jumping, but not minimal. Because, like, I myself went to super jump, and I'm aware that everyone loves super jumping, and much of the potential in bad business lies in those obscure things. And so I don't think I should completely ignore it. But at the same time, it is really unfair to design things based around FPS. Although super jumping is basically, you can't really fix it, so, to my knowledge, so, I'm from a, like, ground up standpoint. But I don't know, I'm kind of mixed on it. I do see where he's coming from. I guess I'm leaning more towards his side. Like, in my maps, I'm not going to make it crazy super jumping, but I do acknowledge it, basically. I think Kerosene is surprisingly one of the best move maps. Yeah, I think so too. Alright, sorry. I've been waiting for a long time. Let's see. It's part of the game, I feel like now. That is true. It's been so established that I kind of agree with that, but I'm very split down the middle. Alright, now I'm going to test out the map. Yo, okay, I have not seen this. I've only seen the screenshots, so I have no clue what the layout is actually like. And yo, yeah, I remember, oh my gosh, I think I remember, wait, yeah, this is, okay, wait, mind. If you remember, is this, I remember, was this in like the old custom map channel before it was threads? Because I remember like when you posted the picture of all these, I remember like talking about that. Looking in the Roblox chat. I think having very minor shortcuts involving super jumping where it takes a minor time to save, but it's just a cool. I kind of agree with that, kind of. I'm trying to think, because I don't think, of course, like in my eyes, a huge thing to not do would be like super jumping to get to places where you couldn't get to otherwise. Like that's the absolute worst form of it. It's very cool to see trusses used in this way, by the way. Oh, okay, hold up. I'm gonna be honest, from all the pictures I've seen of like the layouts, I was very skeptical, but this looks so much more fun than I imagined it would be. It's cool to see that. I always love when they're like floating crates like this in games. Ooh, this is really interesting though. I'm gonna just do sort of like a tour around the spawns, just get a better idea of it. Wow, the spawns are really intricate. I got the red one. That gives me a funny memory, sorry. I love how I'm assuming these are like trucks. I really like how they're built around movement. I think that's actually really cool, how you can like jump on the one side. Oh, we have this guy. So much drip. How does that meme go? Like, don't let it get to 32 degrees in here, or else. I just remember seeing like Ethan post that in general one time, and I don't know why I found that funny. But yeah, these spawn areas are really interesting. But these are super cool. Drippy. Lore. Oh, is there actually lore in here? Or just like the bad business lore? Yeah, this is a really interesting map. It's very much. I feel weird saying this, but it kind of feels like a Phantom Forces map in a way. I don't know what it is, but just something about it just makes me feel Phantom Forces. Wait, we're robots? I didn't know that part. That's why they reset UIs like that? That's actually crazy. Yo, that's sick. That's actually the coolest detail. I love the one in Courtyard, so that's super happy to see the wonky here. Yo, guys. Anyway, all I knew was about the company lores, or the contracts, and the Alpha company and Omega, and the weapons things, and all that, so the briefcases. That's all I knew about. But I didn't know that we were robots. That kind of makes sense. Oh. But as for like what I really think about this map, I'm so sorry. Let's see. I gotta show you something on the hollow container. Hollow container. I'm not sure what you're saying. I have to find which one is you. I'm sorry. I forgot. I lost track of everyone. The hollow container. Oh, the red one. I see. It's like a Mindmon graffiti or something. Alright, let's see. Can I hold up? Oh, map glitching. Oh, no, I'm sorry, what's up? Oh, is that actually what we wanted to do? did I think ahead? Okay, I think you're telling me to go over here. Alright. I'm definitely not getting banned for this. Alright, let's see. What's popping? Oh, over here. What is that? You know, the lore is getting crazy. The wonky's about to take over the world. Oh, there's actually stuff over here. Hold up. Oh, that's actually cool. I'm happy to see these guys after all these years. I swear I was there for like the conversation when it originally happened. Let me check something real quick. Hold up. Oops. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry, I had to do something real quick. But yeah, this is really cool to see. As for my actual feedback with the map, I'd have to like play it in game, of course. I feel like I can't make that jump. I don't trust that I can. Oh, not season rise. Well, that's what I actually feel about it. I'd have to actually see it in game because it is designed differently from, of course, other maps. I just think it's a bit too open, especially in the middle and especially in the spawns. I feel like the spawns are just like too big. In my eyes, like you should just like jump more like right into the action. If this is like strictly like a private server custom map, then I think it's perfect for that. But I think like if we're talking about like an actual game, then I think this just seems a bit too open. If I were you, height coverage, that's another thing. What I would do is I would add like, oh yeah, there are barriers up there, so it's kind of weird. It's not to be oh, it is meant to be official kind of map. Okay, what I would do personally is I would take more of those red crates and just like throw them down here. I think like just 2 of those would like have like a huge world of difference. Because I think like this is fine, like maybe crates here or something. I mean, I always go on the side of adding too much cover. Generally I add too much rather than too little. And I think this is on the side of too little, but otherwise, I think the layout is really cool. This actually reminds me a lot of like legacy maps in a way, like with like Haro, and it just reminds me of that whole like I can't get the words out, but just like the way it's like all laid out reminds me very much of older maps, which is it's neither a good or bad thing. It's just sort of a nostalgia factor. But yeah, I do think the spawns are a bit like sprawling. Hold up. I do think that the spawns are like a little bit sprawling, just because like if I were to spawn like way back there, it would take me forever to like really get into the action. But that's really all I have to say about it right now. I like the layout. I just think it's a bit too open and a bit too sprawling in some senses. Hopefully that's good feedback. But yeah. But I really do have to end the stream. I probably should have ended it a while ago, so I'm gonna start winding down now. Here we have the end. That's not it. I have the end stream art by Benui. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have this here, because Lynn means to cancel Lynn after Lynn violently kicked me out of my own private server. But as Bat in the chat said, this episode scaled down, it would be good. I actually do agree with that. It just seems scaled a little bit big. But anyway, I will start wrapping things up. But yeah, it was really fun. This is a really fun stream. I'm kind of happy with the progress I made. Hold up, I gotta get up there. I'm not super confident in the map. I'm confident on some level, but like I don't know how I feel about a lot of the things. So we'll have to figure out all that out in the coming days, but I really appreciate all the feedback that you guys have given, because that has greatly helped out. As for my next live stream, wait, today's Thursday. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's Friday. Yo, happy Friday, everyone in future time zones. but I won't be live tomorrow. I am hoping I'm making a video on the upcoming update with the STC and AM20. Just as a quick announcements, the STC was in fact delayed until next update, along with the AM20. So the STC and the AM20, as far as I know, are releasing on Friday, September 27th, along with the new Rainbow Game Pass, I think I heard. I'm not sure, but the new Rainbow skins, I believe. That's as far as I know. So I do hope to make a video on that, maybe a live stream, who knows. I also do hope to do another video in the near future. I don't know if you guys would rather, what's up? You edit invis walls, cause, oh, yeah. But anyway, I do hope to have another video out sometime soon. Who knows when I'll actually end up making it, cause I've been really slacking off with, in terms of making videos for this channel. But I do hope to still be active. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning to this live stream. I especially appreciate... I think you're here like the entire stream I'm on. That's really impressive. So I really appreciate all the company. That made it way easier for me to talk about things, because... Yep. Okay, hopefully I actually make it up here before I end this stream. I'm running out of things to say. I gotta get up here fast. Anyway, I'm fun. Well, thank you for that. I'm always like scared I'm like a really bad streamer, but I appreciate all of you guys' feedback. Hopefully next stream, by the way, too, hopefully I get things sorted out and it doesn't take me like 7 hours to actually start streaming. That was a nightmare. But yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. The next time I work on this, hopefully I do another stream next week. I think like once a week sounds good for these streams. But yeah, I think that is about it. I think I'll stop dragging things out any longer. Oh my gosh, yeah, I really can't make this super jump. I just gotta end the stream. No. Oh, is this? No, that's not it. Alright, but I really do have to end the stream though. I'm so sorry. I wish I could stream longer, and I would, but I do have stuff to do. But thank you all so much for tuning to the stream, giving me company, and giving me so much feedback. I will be live soon, and I will have videos soon. So, thank you all so much for watching. Bye.